record too late. I lost my podcast magic. Like I was ready to just spit some podcast gold out.
Some podcast gold.
And you were like, hang on a minute, and I lost it. So now they're going to have to settle for...
I'm not Jamie.
Now the listeners are going to have to settle for what I normally do, which is dial it in. Or phone it in. See, I can't even say phone it in. I say dial it in.
Dial it in.
Because dialing it in is actually good. But phoning in it is bad.
Yeah, okay. Winging it.
What if you're really good at phoning in?
Then it would be a good way to do it.
Anthony just got up and left.
He said, screw it, I'm done.
He's like, why do I do this? I'm leaving.
I quit. Get here. I could have played 2 games of disc golf before we got here.
Yeah, I was saying before we started recording, it's ironic that the day the con started at 10, we were here early. The day it started at 12, we were late.
Well, I had technical difficulties.
Yeah, we'll say that's the only reason. Has nothing to do with a bottle of Jameson.
Hey, remember we were talking about the guy doing Witcher?
Yeah,
there's Witcher.
He looks a little different than Henry Cavill, but...
A little bit.
He looks good nonetheless.
It's a good looking outfit. Costume.
So we're back, day 2, Tupelo Con.
Yeah.
We're sitting here.
Sitting here.
We're looking around. We're talking.
Just drinking it all in.
Drink. Oh, you gotta
it seems like a lot more
Hold on.
people here for a Sunday.
Hair of the dog. What did you say you stayed up watching last night?
The Hunters. The Hunters.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. You told me about that yesterday.
It's good. It's really good.
You need to use that beard oil I got you. You got a little bit of a wave going on.
I did. I put some. The beard oil was just for scent. It's not the style.
Well, if you get the hair dryer
Yeah.
and you put the oil in your hair and you brush it.
I like how you just told me on air my beard looked like shit.
No, you just got a little wave in it. Mine does that. But,
There
in
goes
the same
our
spot.
listeners.
I can hear the sound of people.
I mean,
the sound of people hitting stop on their iPhones.
You can already hear it. It's not even done
now I'm
yet.
all self-conscious.
The sound.
I'm just gonna shave the shit off.
Dude, look, I got the same thing. It's the exact same spot. It does that wave.
Yeah.
But if you use oil and brush it with a hairdryer, it'll brush it. I actually have to use the round one and curl it backwards.
I put some styling gel in there yesterday. Now today I just put some bedhead in it. It's actually called bedhead for beards.
Oh, I thought you were being.
No, it's
Well, I think I got it figured out. Y'all can grow these epic beards. I can grow really good hair. Anthony, you can
Used
still
to.
grow really good hair.
no.
Oh, can you not?
No. It won't grow out anymore.
Well, see, there we go. That's
so what would
why I
happen
can't
if you
grow a
just
beard.
did not cut your hair at all?
It would grow out on the sides.
It would look like mine.
It would grow out on the side. It don't grow on
It's
the top
okay. You can
anymore.
say it. I know I'm bald.
It don't grow out on the top anymore at all.
Mine doesn't grow in this big bald spot I've got. Yeah, you do. Oh, you got I guess the 5 head going on.
Oh, 6.5 head.
You got the 6 head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that bad though. The way you style it, you can't really tell.
Nah, it's okay. But I had a big forehead even when I had hair. So.
Caitlin used to tell me, she's like, you need to quit wearing a hat all the time because you're going to go bald. I said, Caitlin, I'm wearing a hat because I went bald.
You usually just shave
It's
it.
too late.
Just shave it.
I'm going to.
Just rock the beard.
No, you're not.
I know I've been saying that forever, but I'm
You
not.
told us whenever you hit 40, you was going to shave it.
I know, and I'm fixing to be 44.
And you need if you're gonna keep the hat, you need to get one of the plant house newsboy hats. You got one of them.
What is that?
One like Clint wears.
You know, I've tried every kind of hat there is because the thing was, I was like, I can't always wear a baseball cap.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if you go to a wedding or a funeral or something, you need I need a quote unquote dress hat.
You need to get you a Kanga hat.
So I went and bought me a.
You get a fedora or something.
Why was I going to say bidet instead of fedora?
No idea.
No,
I bought a thing to wash your ass and put it on my head. Is that called a news? What is that?
Newsboy hat.
There's another name for it.
But yeah, those are cool hats.
I don't know. They don't. No hat looks good on me. I've tried every kind.
Get you a top hat.
Yeah,
okay. That's the only one I haven't tried, but I really don't think I have to.
Or a bowler's hat.
I look pretty good in a beanie, but my head gets too hot.
Oh yeah.
We talk about the most random shit.
Random
I'm
What's
just
wrong
going
with
to say
us?
that's wrong.
What is wrong with us?
That is just wrong.
What?
Putting the kid in the mullet.
Where? Oh my God. You are not lying. Man, well, if it's ironic, if you're doing it to be ironic,
That's
like,
not
hey, look at my
ironic.
mullet, I'm funny.
That's not it.
I don't know. I don't even know. That's just like a weird mullet. I don't even know that.
It's just a mullet, dude. You
See,
just
I
ain't
had-
seen one in so long.
Yeah, no, I had a mullet, but mine was a different mullet. I had like the
I had a mullet
I had the
growing up.
flybacks. You know, I didn't have the buzz cop. I didn't have the buzz hair. I had the, you know, the Oak Ridge Boys flyback hairdo.
I just
Dude,
sat down and-
I did one with the buzzed hair. I did one with my hair. I grew it out a little bit and had the mullet. And
So you just had the waterfall going on.
It wasn't as great as damn Jay Weaver's,
Oh Lord.
but I mean, I did have a pretty epic mullet going on.
I would say what he called his mullet, but he could say it, I can't. Dude, I just sat in the barber's chair when I was like, I don't know, 15, and I said, look, I want to be like serious and businessy up here in the front area, but in the back area, I want to party, I want to rock. And my barber was like, say no more. I got you, bro.
And it hooked you up
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
with the Joe Dirt.
Na-na-na-na. And I walked in slow motion out the door with a mullet. That music playing.
With Bad to the Bone going on in the background.
You damn right. You are damn right. I never had a rat tail though. Did you have a rat tail?
Nope. I rat a rat tail.
My daddy wouldn't let me have a rat tail.
I want to steal that guy's shirt.
Which one?
That guy with that cool shirt.
It's
Oh,
banging.
never mind. I don't like the.
It's pretty cool.
I don't like the back either.
Too busy.
It's a dude wearing a shirt.
I thought it was
with
cool
bang on
until they got close. You ever seen a girl from a distance and she's hot and she
Oh,
gets
yeah.
close and you're like, whoa,
it. Yeah,
go back over there.
we
It's
call
like,
those Monets.
what?
The painter Monet,
Yeah.
his paintings look really good far away, and the closer you get, you can see every little brush stroke.
Oh,
And then when you get close up on them, they're like, good God, what is that?
okay.
So they call them Monets.
I learned something today.
Which I think I need to edit that out.
Wow. We didn't talk about anybody in particular. We didn't say like Becky is a Monet.
Okay.
Karen, you are such a Monet.
It could be seen as sexist to women or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it could be the same for
It-
dudes.
it could be
It just
the
so
same for a
happens
guy.
that we're guys, so we're talking about a girl. Caitlin bought me a bad dad joke calendar for my desk, and it's one of those you tear each day off, like an old style calendar. And dude, some of them are funny, and some of them are like really bad.
Oh yeah, that hard.
That's like you were at the homebrew club meeting, weren't you?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I recognize it weird.
How's it been going?
It's gold.
It's going.
Hey, we're going to talk to you directly on the calendar.
Dude, I will pay you to ride that bull and film it and put it on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh, it's done deal then if you're going to pay me to do it.
I mean, not much. I ain't got much money, but I'll get you back.
I got $1 on it.
Oh, you come on more than that. Oh, let's put a bucket on the table and take donations for him to ride the bull.
Let me go talk to that guy first.
Yeah, we got to see if there's a weight limit on it first.
So,
I don't think it is because I seen an adult on there yesterday, but
I don't think it's gonna go too high, or it wouldn't have them horns on it. Well, they look like
Those are probably foam
foam
horns.
horns.
yeah, they're fine.
I'm sure you can adjust the veracity.
Oh yeah, there was
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
he
the kids
just-
got thrown off yesterday. It was funny.
All we got to do is say, hey, when a guy, you're the only person with a purple mohawk in this whole thing.
It's magenta.
Yeah, when a guy with a magenta mohawk comes up, I'm gonna need you to crank this wide open, and he's gonna say, "Why didn't you just say purple?"
Are you lost?
You're over there.
You know, you say that, but every time I go to the
I
bathroom,
get lost.
when I come back, I think we're one section up, like closer than what we are. I kind of like that we're not in the same spot every year.
Oh yeah, changes it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of do too, but how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You want a flyer?
What?
Would you like a flyer?
Yeah. I've been trying to stop myself from going back to the dice table.
Yeah.
I don't need dice.
Everybody needs
I
dice.
do, but I don't need it because I have an addiction.
Some dice roll better than others.
They do. Some dice may be weighted, and maybe weighted for certain numbers.
Like 20.
You know? Well, no, I always go for 19.
So it's not so obvious.
It's not so. It's more believable if you have a 19 like 3 consecutive times in a row than it's just straight 20.
That's true. Plus, you may have, like a +3.
You might have proficiency or something.
Wow.
And I
Well,
always
you
make
should
sure
have
to
a
have
second
That
win.
showed
proficiency.
my nerdness there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you got second win too, that makes your crit a 19 or a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like so many characters and so many bonuses that make sure that you crit at 19 anyway. So what's the point of getting a 20?
Am I the only one that thinks it's more fun role playing if you roll bad sometimes?
Oh, it definitely is. Because
I
then
don't think it's
you
more
gotta deal
fun.
with the consequences.
I don't think it's more fun because I roll bad a lot. I kind of get tired of
Okay,
it.
then you gotta think of loopholes.
Change
One
the
of my
dice.
friends' character wasn't pretty enough to get into a certain city, and she rolled bad on like performance. So she said she had her character scoop up a handful of acorns and present it to the guards, and somehow she got in.
There you go.
Because they were too distracted by the acorns and she pelted them and then she just ran in.
They had to sneak past a guard one time, and RJ casted a spell that made fog. So I just did a percentage, and I was like, they've got a 20% chance of seeing you. And I
And you
rolled it,
rolled
and they rolled
100.
100. I was like, they saw through you. They didn't even see you. Like, you're in their way.
It's like there's fog on the floor and you're right here.
Yeah.
No,
It's
there's
like-
a donut, a fog missing, and you're in the middle of it.
You're in like dead center. And you're like, no, you're like Drax. It's just, you can't see me. I'm
invisible.
way too slow
Yeah.
for you to see me.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Because it was like, I wasn't used to those dice. And, it don't say 1, it says 0, 0, 0.
Right.
And I was like, well, he definitely didn't see you roll a 0. And then
RJ's like, no, dude,
he
it's
said he rolled,
100%.
he rolled 100. I was like, oh, shit, he saw you. He's coming at you. He's coming to escort you off the premises and into jail. What did y'all do? Did y'all fight or run or what?
I had to talk him into
Oh, yeah.
while we were trying to sneak back in,
Yeah.
and it worked.
It works because you rolled good on
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
'Cause I rolled good.
I think Anthony would have been proud of me on my DMing skills.
Oh yeah, it was a good campaign.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
It was fun.
That's all that matters.
Haven't really said to anybody we know.
It didn't hurt that we rolled extremely well that game.
Well, I mean, we talked to Tony Starling.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
wanted to
right.
get him over here, but he had to leave.
Is he not coming back today?
Don't know.
Tony, do you still listen to podcasts? If you're listening to podcasts, you hear this, and you.
He will when he starts mowing his yard again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, he's got a lot of catching
I'm gonna go
up to do.
fertilize his yard.
I've got a really bad echo on mine for some reason.
Yeah, he's gonna wake up one Saturday. I'm gonna be out there with a water hose.
Water hose and little.
Like, what are you doing? Like, we need listeners.
He listens to water hose.
All right, y'all hold on. I'm gonna stop this and see if I can't fix
Oh
this
man,
echo.
I done got my mojo going again.
Mojo going.
Like I'm spitting fire, podcast fire right now.
Well, can you just put it on pause for a second?
I mean, I can try, but it just
All right,
it
let's
might go
try.
away. I'm surprised you don't see more Kiss cosplay.
I thought the same thing.
More
when
Kiss?
Yeah, when you go to a Kiss concert, dude, everybody's face is painted. Like they are cosplay. It's like a Kiss.
Yeah, but
con.
it's kind of a different.
Kiss con.
Even at the HorrorCon, we didn't see any Kiss. There should have been some kind of Kiss there. I'm thinking, I see what Kelly said you're saying, but I don't think it would be out of place to see somebody.
I didn't say it'd be out of place,
Right, but yeah.
I'm just saying that the clientele here probably don't even know who Kiss is.
This is true.
I don't know, dude. There's been a wide variety of aged people.
Well, maybe I should dress up as Gene Simmons next year.
I think you should dress up as Doctor Strange.
I think you should do Doctor Strange.
The funniest Gene Simmons I have ever seen in my life was the second time I went to see Kiss. No, it was the first time. And this guy, he was about my age and about my build. And he was dressed up, he had the hair and the makeup and the cape, but he had aluminum foil shoulder pads. And he had his thing cut out to where his gut was hanging out. Like he was not
He
trying
didn't want to be restricted. Right?
Well, he just had. He was being funny, you know.
Okay.
Like he was a fat Gene Simmons and he was
Gotcha.
owning it, you know. Whereas like if I was fat Gene Simmons, it would just be because I'm fat. But he was like trying to be fat Gene Simmons.
I need to do
tell he
like a
was being
short
ir-
Ron Jeremy.
You could, you could tell he was trying to be ironic. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I
Trust
should
me, it was
try
funny.
to convince my dad to come up here.
people would think he was.
And
Ron
people would
Jeremy.
think Ron Jeremy was here.
They would, yeah.
Which I think my dad really is Ron Jeremy. I'm not really for certain.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna implement a rule like Kelly did. We're doing better next year, damn it.
We say that every year.
I know, but I'm saying it this year.
I do it New Year's every year too. At New Year's, I'm like, this is gonna be my year to get my life together.
Gotcha.
And then about July, I'll be like, all right, next year I'm serious this time.
Laura said they're going to set up a booth next to us next year and sell crafts.
That'd be great. I can't wait to get Laura here. To be honest with you, she's gonna be like the Jeff Ross and Tupelo Con.
That's a sweet costume. What is that? That's just like a mummy?
No, that guy right there is Papa Murtis from the band Ghost, and the guy with the lady with the silver mask is one of the band members.
So that's just a ghost.
Yeah, the band Ghost.
I've heard him, but I've never seen him.
Yeah, he looks just like that.
And the chick is Raven. Teen Titans.
Yeah, but the silver helmet hat person is the guitar player or whatever. Well, all the band members wear those, except for the singer. So see, there's so many people doing bands.
That's
you go.
pretty cool.
We need some Kiss. And then there were two.
And then there were two.
Is this coming through good? It doesn't look like it.
It is, I think.
Like we got little tiny, we got little waves. And if you have to crank it in post, it makes it all distorted sounding.
All right, that's better on you. Check me.
Did I mention I'm so glad that I'm not the one doing the recording this year?
Yes, you have mentioned that.
Why can't my whole life be this way? I just show up and talk.
You know what? Grab Anthony's mic now. Let's boost him up a lot.
Check, hey, check. Hey. Well, it's probably coming through my mic too.
It don't matter. I'm just looking at his. I'm not even going by the sound because it's super loud in his headphones.
And going back to what I was saying earlier, there's advantages and disadvantages of every place we've lived at the con.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was cool sitting up front that time because you caught people right as they walked in the door. But then again, you got those loud ass speakers blasting right into your microphones.
But that was cool because we actually recorded some of the panels they
We
had
got to
going
bootleg
on.
the panels by proxy. Yeah, and the panels they did up front were the main guests.
Yeah.
I got my step goals in on my Fitbit yesterday for damn sure.
I did too. I think I hit 12,000 steps yesterday.
Oh, let me see what I got. I bet it was close to that.
When I got out of the shower, I forgot to put my Fitbit back on, and I'm trying to figure out.
Is that not an Apple Watch?
It is, but I don't know how to make it count steps.
I think it did.
But I don't know how.
Yesterday I had 13,571 steps. That's like 5 hours and 22 minutes. Oh, you got an Apple Watch too, didn't you?
Yeah, if I work. The band broke on my
Get on my nerves.
the Fitbit, and then I misplaced the charger.
Mine on this one broke. No,
Nah,
my
yeah.
last one broke and I bought another one. You can get them on eBay for like brand new for like $3 or $4.
I meant to get my iPhone. I put my iPhone watch on today and I forgot it.
Does your iPhone watch like that?
I have no idea. I'm sure they do.
I don't know how to keep up with them though. How to check it?
This is a good time to plug our voicemail line. If you would like to leave a comment, call 662-305-9783 and leave us a message. That is strictly a voicemail line. You won't have to talk to a real person. But thousands of people will hear what you say, so just think about that if you're shy.
Bunches.
But you can be anonymous, so you can say, hey, this is Race Car Bob. I just want to tell you I love the podcast. and you guys are doing a great job.
She's actually putting off a pretty good Joker.
Yeah. Why have we not seen more Joaquin Phoenix Jokers?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah.
I would think that the other ones would be harder.
You
No.
think she's pulling off Elseworld Jokers?
No, she's Joaquin Phoenix. That's what made me think about it.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I thought she was Martha Wayne.
Oh. No. That'd be a cool cosplay, like a
That's what it looks like to me.
Like a left of center kind of Joker. I've never seen a Thomas Wayne Batman. They kind of screwed him up in the comics recently. I wasn't happy about that. They made him look like a total douche. Spoiler alert for Batman comics. I mean, he's always been a bad guy. I'm talking about Flashpoint Batman, which is Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
He's not really a
Alternate
bad
universe
guy.
Flashpoint. The Waynes didn't get killed. Bruce Wayne got killed, and Martha Wayne turned into the Joker, and Thomas Wayne became Batman.
Ah.
But he's like a badass Batman. He drinks whiskey and shoots people with guns. He's more like the Punisher, and he's got red eyes. And he's a badass. He owns casinos and shoots people and drinks whiskey.
I like that one.
You like that one? You weren't listening to anything I said.
But his wife turned into the Joker. Yeah.
Y'all are very distracted. There must be like a hot chick walking around somewhere.
I'm in thought.
What are you thinking
I
about?
have no idea what I'm thinking about. It's something.
Don't you hate it when people put you on the spot about what are you thinking about? And
No,
then
I
you
don't.
can't remember. You can't remember.
I
what
was
you're
off
thinking
in-
about.
Or you're actually not thinking about anything, but people think you're in deep thought.
Or they think that what you were thinking about was too embarrassing to tell,
Right.
Yeah.
like it was something dirty.
Ready whenever you are.
Well, deal.
I'm gonna get a bottle of water.
Oh, you don't want
All
me
right.
on it? Okay.
Okay. Y'all can just come around here. All right. Cammy Joe,
Yes.
tell me about what you're doing here.
Well, I'm here at the Tupelo flea market that we're doing the
Tupelo Con.
Tupelo Con at, and we're giving out toys to kids and raffle tickets for families in need in North Mississippi. Today we're giving out stuffed animal raffle tickets and some cupcakes and cookies. It's been really fun lately, and I'm super glad.
Well, what got you into this?
Well, I was younger.
Seven.
How old are you right now?
I'm 10,
You're 10.
soon to be 11.
At the end of the year. But we wanted to teach Cammie about giving and paying it forward. So we started a nonprofit charity called Cammie Joe Cares, and we serve northern Mississippi. And we named it after Cammie Joe. We've got 9 drop-off locations in northern Mississippi, and we collect lightly used clothes and toys, clean them up, and give them to kids in need.
So how long have you been doing this?
We started in, it's been a little over 3 years. We started January 2017, I believe it is. And and we became nonprofit August last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you just serve Northeast Mississippi?
Yeah, we just do Northeast Mississippi, but we were invited by the Bearded Villains of Northern Mississippi to do Labaners with them. So we're going to bring 200 Easter baskets that we've made up, and also stuffed animals and a whole huge thing of brand new shoes that's all been donated. We're going to give away to the kids
That is
for Easter.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's very awesome. Now, is this your first con?
No, I've been since I was 7.
Yeah, this is like the 3rd year, I believe.
Is this y'all's first Tupelo Con?
No.
Okay, because I didn't remember seeing y'all last year.
Yeah, we were here. We were Wonder
We
Woman.
were all the way up at the front.
Yeah, we were in the
Oh,
front
okay.
On
row.
the back
Yeah.
ends, like right when you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we were right there on that side.
Okay, completely way far, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have fun doing this kind of stuff?
Yes, I do.
Is everybody at school, do they help out however they can, or?
Not really. It's like self-go on it.
Yeah, we've got a couple events coming up. We're going to do Arby's with the Easter Bunny, and we have a special guest. So if they purchase a kids meal, they can get a children's Easter basket, as many pictures as they want with the Easter Bunny and the special guest, and a stuffed animal as well.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And then we've got Le Bonheurs next month.
When is that?
That is the 20. Hold on, my brain is at a fog. It's the end of this month. It's March 27th, and it's going to be March 28th. Excuse me, from 11 to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. 11 to 3, I believe we got it down.
Arby's and Tupelo?
Yeah, Arby's and Tupelo.
Okay.
Yep, so that should be a lot of fun. Just come down, purchase a kid meal, and just come have fun and eat lunch with Cammy Jo Cares.
Well, what else have you got going on?
Next month, we will be doing Le Bonheurs the first Sunday of April. And then on that Saturday, the first weekend, we are going to be at Wet Paint with 2 special guests. And we're also going to do an Easter egg hunt. We'll have the kids can decorate their own cupcake, giving out stuffed animals, raffles. And you can also paint a little bunny, and they're $7, and part of the proceeds go toward Cammy Jo Cares. Also, for the Easter Bunny photos, the Easter egg hunt and cupcake, that is $6, and you get all that included. And there'll be special prizes given away to the kids if they get, a certain egg or something like that as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Well, you got a website?
We do. It is in the works. I've been working on it. It's CammyJoCares.com. But you can check it out and look it up, and you can email us from there as well, at CammyJoCares@yahoo.com. We've got a lot of big things coming up this year, and we're really excited. A lot of stuff in process, and we're hoping to make a big impact in northern Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You got a Facebook?
Yes, we do. Called Cammy Jo Cares.
Facebook, and what else is social media we got? We got
Instagram
Twitter and YouTube.
and YouTube.
And everything is
TikTok.
Cammy Jo Cares?
Yep. It's Cammy Jo Cares. We're working on setting up the TikTok right now, so that's in the works. But yeah,
I just got a TikTok.
I
I've got
know.
1 follower.
huge.
I haven't even posted any videos yet.
Yeah.
I'm not that funny, so.
We tried. We were gonna make a TikTok video yesterday with costumes, but the reception's hard, so I can't post
Yeah.
anything on it. But yep. So it'll be fun. We're excited, and thanks for having us on. We
Oh, you're
appreciate
welcome. Is
it.
there anything else you want to plug?
Let's see. We could really use donations as far as Easter candy to fill the Easter eggs. We need summer clothes because we are swapping out in our shed, putting all the winter clothes away that we got, bringing on the summer, and we've got like 5 applicants now who are in need of summer clothes for their children. So, t-shirts. So if you guys can check us out on Facebook, look up our 9 drop-off locations. There's Wet Paint, Arby's in Tupelo. We've got one in Mooreville, Bishop's in Mooreville, a House of Balance in Saltillo. What else? You'll have to look it up. My brain fog is crazy, but we've got tons of that. And we need summer clothes for the kids, and just make sure there's no stains and there's no holes, and they're not faded. So
Yeah.
we want very gently used items.
Have you got anything you want to say to people out there?
Nothing at all, Nugget.
Nothing at all?
But there'll be more events coming up. We're hopefully going to work on a summer event, and Christmas time we will have some in our October event. We always do Halloween because we love dressing up in our
Yeah.
costumes. So we're
Well, if
excited.
you keep us updated
Absolutely.
on future events you got, I can make sure that either he plugs it or I plug it in each episode we do.
Awesome.
That
That
way
would be
to help
wonderful.
get it out there more.
That would be awesome. That would be way cool. I know. Cammy has she wants to be on the Ellen show, so we are trying. I'm going to try very hard to Twitter her so she can be on the Ellen show sometime.
You have to learn to talk a little bit more.
Yes, absolutely. You'll get a better hang of it. She was on Miss 98 for the first time. I think she was really nervous, but
Oh, so this isn't your first interview then?
we just got to feed you full of sugar before we take you on. and then you won't be able to stop talking. Yeah, you did.
You rode the bull?
For 82 seconds.
They're trying to get me on the bull.
I'll
You
do it
should.
with you. I'll do it with
They're gonna film it and put it on our YouTube channel if I go get on the bull. I don't know if that bull will hold both of us.
you. No, you go, then I'll go. Or I'll go, then you go.
All right, we'll do that.
Everybody can do it.
Okay.
I will not do it. I will break a limb or two.
Hey, she said she's gonna do the bull with me.
We're going to do it together. You ride the bull?
Yeah.
She said 82 seconds. I got to beat her 82 seconds.
Oh, dang.
I'll get ready.
She puts up a big competition.
I'll tell you what, as soon as we get a break, we'll go over there and do the bull.
That sounds good. That'll be fun.
That might be my first TikTok video.
Well, when he gets, I won't get on that thing. I'll have a broken arm and leg or something.
That'll be my luck. 2 o'clock? All right.
It's 1:37.
Okay, we'll do it at 2 o'clock.
3 minutes.
Thanks for having, and thanks for your support. And we will definitely be plugging you guys like crazy. I know I still got to get our own cards made up for you, but I will.
Thank you.
Y'all can keep them. We have like some.
All right, well, I'm going to put one on our website and put one on our Facebook. And that way everybody can, they want to donate, they'll know where to get a hold of y'all and where to go to donate.
Absolutely,
We might
absolutely.
have t-shirts coming up.
Yeah, we may have t-shirts being made up soon, but yeah, I'll post something on our Facebook page, shows what we need and all that stuff here soon. So
All right. Well, thank y'all very much for talking
thank
with
you
us.
so much, hon. We appreciate you having us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome.
I have to have headphones. I can't hear you at all.
You know what I don't like? I don't like it that Netflix sends me emails saying we added a show that you might like.
And I don't like it.
I'm like, don't tell me what I like. You don't know me.
They base it on what you've watched, though.
That's even weirder.
It's kind of like a.
What are you, the NSA?
It's kind of like a Spotify playlist thing they do.
I like that though because I'm lazy. Like let me pick and choose how my privacy's invaded.
Right.
You know, it'd be like if a salesman walked up and said, "Hey, I noticed when you took a shower the other day, you were using this kind of shampoo, and we thought you might want some more."
Well, why is he getting a shower with you?
I'd be like, "Why are you watching me take a shower?" And they're like, "Well, we're just trying to help you, sir." Right. There's a line.
That makes sense. Like,
Well,
I get how those are just alike.
I feel like you're being sarcastic. No, this is what I told somebody the other day. We were talking about like internet privacy, and somebody said, "Well, I don't go look at nothing on the internet that I'm ashamed of." And I was like, "I don't do nothing in my bathroom that I'm ashamed of, but I don't want the world watching me." You know, it's just the taking away the right to privacy. That's a violation. And Netflix, unless you want to sponsor this podcast, which I'm totally fine with, and I'll take back everything I said, stop telling me what I want to watch and don't want to watch.
Unless I want to watch it.
Unless I want to watch it.
Yeah.
But then you putting the advertisement on Netflix at the top is good enough.
Right, that's good enough. The little trailers I've
Your little
scanned by
trailer,
that are
yeah.
annoying sometimes.
That's good enough. You don't need to come to my email with it. You don't need to knock on my door and say, "Hey, can I tell you about this movie we just added?"
Right.
No.
I just got one yesterday.
I just got one just now. That's why I said that. And I hit record so I can bitch about it on the podcast. You want me to go through? You want to look at Kelly's search history on his laptop?
What did they recommend you watch?
I deleted it out of anger. I pushed the delete key harder than I would have.
Not
on anything
Spencer
else.
Confidential, or whatever that is.
It's probably the same thing. And the thing is that they're gonna send that. Like if they add a new show, they don't care.
They send it to everybody.
They're gonna send to everybody. We added a new show that you might like. But then you'll get the same email if you watch different stuff.
That's not invading your privacy. That's more like spam.
When that makes it even worse because now I feel like they don't care about me. But there's no right way to do it. Right. So they just need to stop. Like nothing's gonna make me happy. I'm saying it's a character flaw that I have.
Right.
So I need them to change.
To adjust to your character flaw.
Yeah. See, you get it.
Right, I understand. Do we need to find somebody to interview? No, we're just going to do this today.
I'm good with this.
You good with this?
Now we got some interviews coming here in a little bit. I'm gonna let everybody, I'm gonna let everybody settle down a little. Everybody's a little too spun up right now.
They all spun up.
They're all spun up and excited.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly's back. We had to quit talking about him.
You find your comic book list.
That's what I'm looking for. That's why I got on the laptop. Dude, this is loud. Are you sure this isn't too loud? Like, I can't even put both ears into the earphones.
I'm not that loud.
In the earbuds you are.
No, Emma.
You both are. What'd you say? Why did I pull this up on here? I can't take this with me.
He said I'm coming up loud.
Oh yeah, it's really loud. But we can always turn it down in post.
How nervous would you be if I clicked on history right now?
Do what?
How nervous would you be if I clicked on history?
Wouldn't be.
Are you just saying that because you don't want me to click on it?
I never get on this computer.
Or are you saying that because you really don't care?
I really don't care.
Or are you saying that because you look at stuff you shouldn't, but you don't care that anybody knows?
Oh, that too. But I never get on that computer. That's just for recording.
Well, if you're not going to be embarrassed, then I'm not going to go for the effort.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're taking all the fun away. Are you really going to ride the bull, or are you just saying that?
No, I'm really gonna ride it.
She come over here and said, "Kill that guy with pink hair. We're riding that bull at 2 o'clock."
Notice she didn't say magenta. That's a conversation we had on the way up here. We're arguing over what color Kelly's hair is. That's hard to say. What color Kelly's hair is. Carrots.
A little tongue twister.
Maybe. When you have a hangover.
That I had not known was going on top of a whole bunch of new stuff I learned last month in Colorado. Superstars Writing Seminar. So I'm now getting a big picture that the whole world of publishing is evolving right now into a whole new business model. And trying to figure out how it affects the other writers who are not. I'm traditionally published in that I have a small press, but not one of the big five. And I'm a big believer. I personally believe that the day of the big five, the Tors and all those guys, if they don't change pretty soon, they're going to have a problem. And so, anyway, it's just like I couldn't do all that stuff. Make deals
and learn and figure it out.
Yeah. Starting my own imprint and inviting some people into a shared universe and met a couple of guys who may want to write for that. And, so, I mean, it's kind of how you have to do things.
Kelly, you want to hit start? Or you go ahead and get started?
Oh, I've already hit started.
You already hit started? That's awesome.
He started talking about podcast stuff right off the bat, so I just want to hit it.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Hi, everybody.
Go ahead and tell us your name and
sure.
what you do. And
is this good? Am I far enough away?
No, actually, closer the better.
Okay,
So,
closer the better. There we go. How's that? Okay, good. My name's William Allen Webb. I go by Bill Webb, but there's a lot of Bill Webbs in the world, so I have to use my middle name. I write science fiction, fantasy, a little horror. I write a lot of non-fiction military history, World War II primarily. Pretty much anything anybody will pay me to write.
How did you get started? Was it just a passion for you?
It is. I've been writing for in excess of 50 years, and it started by reading. If you don't read a lot, you're not going to be a successful writer, I don't think, because you're not going to be aware of what's out there. You're not going to be aware of how to structure stuff. And one of my earliest memories is sitting in my mom's car. She was a realtor, and she was showing a house, and I vividly remember sitting in her car, because it wasn't air conditioned, and it was summer, and I was reading a copy of Samuel Eliot Morrison's Two Ocean War, I was 8 years old. So that's, that was my picture book.
That's a pretty big book for an 8-year-old.
Yeah, and I was reading it because I'd already gotten way beyond that, and things really took a turn for the worse when I picked up a Robert E. Howard book and started reading Conan, and that, life was over at that point. I'm like everybody else. I started writing stories in imitation of them. There's a story I started in high school that actually saw the light of day in 2017 and won awards. And it started out as a direct copy of Howard, but became something different over a long period of time.
So what's the name of that book?
It's in a book called Sharp Steel, and the name of the story is A Night at the Quay. I'm not sure if anybody out there has ever heard of the audiobook narrator named Simon Vance. He's considered one of the top 3 in the world.
Oh, nice.
I mean, this guy, and if you look at how much he charges for to narrate an audiobook, you get the idea. He did George R.R. Martin's Fire and Ice, the book, not the series, Song of. He did Anne Rice's Vampire series. He's done all kinds of stuff, as well as a lot of nonfiction. He did the the narration of that book because he liked it so much.
Yeah.
So I've just been one of those people who's written all his life, and I really can't remember a time when I didn't.
How many books have you written?
At this point, full books, 8. One of them, for most of my life, I was a nonfiction military history writer, and that is not a process where you can turn out a lot of books.
Yeah.
I had one come out last year called Killing Hitler's Reich, The Battle for Austria, 1945. Took 13 years. It's 300,000 words.
Wow.
I used over 800 sources. Had to translate 20 books out of German.
Nice.
My wife asked me if this was going to pay off financially, and I said, oh, no. No. Quarter an hour if I'm lucky. But that's not why you do it.
Yeah.
Those kind of books. So I've written a lot of stuff that took a long time to write. Since I started, my first novel came out in late 2016. I now have 7 full novels out. I have 8 more planned for this year, and I have a total of about 22 titles, others of varying lengths, short stories, novellas, novelettes, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to be prolific.
So what book did you have with you today? Or did you have a bunch of books with you today?
I do. I've got pretty much everything I've written with me today. And I've written some nonfiction stuff. People ask me writing-related questions all the time. So I wrote a book called Unsuck Your Book. And it's about how I got published and what I went through, because I go so far back that when I finally finished this latest novel, I thought you would try and attract an agent or a publisher the same way you did as 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So I printed out a copy. I was going to mail it to them, a physical copy, and I had no idea that the first thing they do when they get those is throw them away.
Oh, wow.
Because it's all done digitally now. And my agent that I used to have died, and so I thought you even needed an agent. I don't have one now, and I see no point of ever needing one. It hasn't inhibited me in any way. And the entire publishing industry has changed so radically from what it used to be, and I told you guys earlier that it was evolving at such a rate now that the people that I see and I'm trying to emulate their business model they're not traditionally published, meaning through one of the 5 big New York publishers.
Yeah.
They don't have agents, and they don't see the need for them. So it's coming down to now writers are having to make a choice. Do I want the credibility of going through a big publisher? And there's something to be said for that. Don't get me wrong. or do I want money? Because while being an independent is much harder because you're taking on all the roles of the publisher, or if you're with a small press, you're still having to do a lot of the legwork yourself and the advertising. Nevertheless, what you get paid to do that is much higher than it would be in a traditional role.
You get more of the profit from it.
You do. But in a traditional role, you're going to walk into a Barnes & Noble one day and your book's going to be there and you're going to go, gee, I wonder how it got here. And that's not going to happen if you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
It can still show up there, but you're going to be the one out there arranging it.
It's kind of like being in a band. You have promoting your own music, or you have somebody promoting it for you.
Yeah, I can. I've never been in a band, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I can see that. You know, are you doing the hustle and not paying your manager and, you know, keeping up with your own finances so you don't get screwed? Or, excuse me, have you found somebody who you can rely on and you trust, and letting them do it? And it's the trust thing.
So what is a typical, or is there a typical process you go through whenever you start to write a book?
I can tell you that that's going to vary tremendously from writer to writer. I can only speak to the way I do it. When I sit down to write a book, I am what's called a pantser. I write by the seat of my pants. I don't have any outline. I can't outline physically. I do have it in my head. I have a vague idea of where it's going. It doesn't usually wind up where I thought it would. But no, I sit down, I just start writing. As I was very surprised, I was at a conference last month, and New York Times bestselling author Jonathan Mayberry said that one of the first things he does when he starts either a story or a book is he writes the ending first, which is what I very often do. But my process is that I write scenes as they come to me.
Yeah.
And later I will go back and put the scenes in a chronological order if that's how they need to be. In a time travel novel, that's not always the case, but usually it is. And once I've done that, then I will write whatever needs to be written in between to make it make sense.
Kind of connect the stories.
Exactly. People out there, there's a writer named Chris Fox who is famous as someone who outlines virtually down to a fill-in-the-blank level, where when it's time to actually write the book, he has it so already laid out that he's just, you know, it's very fast for him to do. I just can't do that. I wish I could, but it's not how my mind works. I've tried, it fails.
How did you get into the military nonfiction, World War II? You said World War II. Is that just an interest?
It was. I don't know. The earliest memory I have, I was actually backdating it. I was 2. And I remember watching a TV show on our black and white called Silent Service. It was about World War II submarines. It was only on for 1 year, from 1957 to 1958. And I remember laying on the floor watching this show. So I had to be 2, or maybe 3. No, 2. So I don't know why I've always been interested. It's just been a lifelong fascination. The writing, the military aspect grew out of I spent 20 years trying to sell my fiction in the first place. I came out of the University of Memphis. I don't have a creative writing degree per se. I have, one of my concentrations was English, but every single English course I took was creative writing.
Yeah.
So I took 12 creative writing courses. If that's not a creative writing major,
Right.
you know, it might as well be. And it's interesting that the way you're taught to write really beautiful, well-structured prose that's a joy to read, except there wasn't a lot of emphasis put on plot or moving the story forward. And if you ever said science fiction or fantasy, they would give you an F. I actually had a teacher tell me, if you submit fantasy to me, I'm going to give you an F. So I tried to write fiction for 20 years, just could never get it, done because I hadn't been taught to write that way.
Yeah.
And out of sheer frustration, and I'll tell you the story of there's a story that is now in print, but it made me quit, was I wrote a story called Tail Gunner Joe and sent it to Twilight Zone magazine. And this was 1996. And they accepted it. It was going to be my first professional sale.
Nice.
And I was stoked, man. Let me tell you, it's Twilight Zone. 3 weeks later, I got another letter back from them. And this was before email was prevalent. And I thought it was the contract. Excuse me. Dear Mr. Webb, we're so sorry to have to tell you that we're suspending publication. And we were going to publish your story, but now we're not. So I kind of looked at it and said, okay, I shut down Twilight Zone. Nobody's going to forgive me. And so I pretty much quit trying to write fiction, and I turned the skills I had towards writing nonfiction, which was my first love anyway. And I fairly quickly sold something to World War II magazine and some other sales like that. And when my wife saw checks coming in, she said, okay, now this is a good thing.
Yeah.
And all of the bad experiences I'd had in fiction, and I'd had a lot, and a lot of people telling me they were going to do something, didn't do, all the things you hear about. So I started just saying, well, if I'm going to get paid to do this, I will. Somebody came along and said, hey, would you like to, we'll pay you to write mystery reviews. And I said, I like the word pay. I like mysteries. Sure, let's do that. And so I did that for many years and probably wrote 400 of them. And then in 2006, I started writing the book that became Killing Hitler's Reich. And I just went back to fiction on a sheer whim. It was, I'm going to write a book. I don't care who reads it. I don't care who likes it. I'm going to like it.
Your book.
It's your book.
My friends are going to read it, and they're going to lie to me and tell me they thought it was really good. And that's what we do when our friends write a book. It's like your mom. Oh, I really liked it. And that'll be fine. If I sell 50 copies, great.
Yeah.
And when it finally hit the market, it wound up selling a lot of copies right off the bat. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know why. And it started a whole new career that I did not see coming.
Well, have you got anything new that you got in the works? Or?
Yeah, I'm actually, I've got 9 novels planned this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see. I do. I had a new novel come out about a week ago called The Demon and the Jewel. It's sword and sorcery. It's a sequel to Sharp Steel and A Night at the Quay, the one I was telling you about earlier. They have, my main series is called The Last Brigade, and it's a post-apocalyptic military thrillers. Book 5 of that, and if anybody's listening, is if you're one of the ones writing me emails, yes, I am working on it. Yes, it's getting close to being done. I am unable to keep up with the demand on that series, and there's a spinoff of that series. So as the year goes on, I'm inviting some other people to write in it. And so hopefully we're going to have 2 or 3 more books out in that series this year. I have a time travel series that my publisher liked so much. First book's called Jurassic Jail, and just in case anybody thinks I ripped off Jurassic Park, it's actually the reverse, because I started that and with that title a year before Jurassic Park came out. So Crichton copied me. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming. Chris Kennedy Publishing has a very popular series called The Four Horsemen, and I am writing a novel in that's called High Mountain Hunters. Eric Flint, who's famous for his 1632 series that now has over 200 novels. I'm writing for his press. It's called Eric Flint's Ring of Fire Press. I'm writing an alternate history, World War II history for that. It's a trilogy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming.
Go ahead and pitch your social media on here. And,
Sure thing.
Can I ask a question before?
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late to the party. You may have already covered this. I'm always interested in like where inspiration comes from, because I'm certainly not a writer, but I do write songs.
Yeah, sure.
And it's interesting to me how an idea for a song will come to me. So I wonder, from an author standpoint, like, where do you find inspiration? Is it just a thought that pops in your head, or something you're interested in and been researching a long time, or?
You know, it's the most common question authors are asked, and probably songwriters too. And if I'm really being honest about it, if any author is, they don't have a clue.
Yeah.
And yet that's not necessarily true. I see a lot of things that I'll just see something or hear something, and it will spark an idea.
Right.
Okay. I listen to a lot of music. I write a lot of poetry that I think would make good music. I don't songwrite because I don't play an instrument.
Right.
It's not what I do. But I think inspiration comes in everything, and I think if you're going to be inspired to write something, you're going to have to be curious about the world around you.
Right.
And I'm not sure everybody understands it. For example, I'll give you an example from this morning. There's a Shell station that I stopped at to gas up. And they had the usual, regular unleaded and all the way up. But they also had another one called conventional gasoline.
It's funny, we're all swapping out. This is the way the podcast is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had something called conventional gasoline. And I wondered, what is conventional gasoline? I
Right.
have no idea. And unfortunately I was late. I didn't have time
Go to do my bet with her now.
to, walk in and ask, but I may do that on the way out, because what is that? I don't know. There's probably a story in that. Okay?
Right.
What is it? I've never seen it before. How did it get there? And most of the best stories, I think, come from the unusual things you see that everybody else doesn't.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I look at people like Warren Zevon, who happens to be one of my favorites, and where does the inspiration for Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner come from? Or Werewolves of London?
Yeah.
Excitable Boy about a serial killer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. His stuff was so bizarre, and yet so musically tremendous. But I don't know where they came from. So I actually got a story from him, and I was asked to write a short story, and it dealt with two guys, a story you would tell in a bar. And so the story is called, instead of Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner, it's called Roland the Headless Mecha Driver. For mecha being a suit of powered armor.
Yeah.
So I think inspiration is just paying attention to the world around you and seeing something unusual. And I don't agree with Stephen King on everything, but I do agree with him about one thing. He says that he never writes ideas down, because if he forgets them, they probably weren't that good to begin with.
Good point.
But if he can still remember it the next day, it's probably something worth pursuing.
Yeah.
And so I hear a lot of people say, oh, I wake up in the middle of the night and I write down ideas, and I write them on, napkins and stuff. And I think all you wind up with is a whole bunch of napkins with writing on them. Now, I do understand if you sit down and you write a story on a napkin or a song, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Because some of the best songs ever have been written on the back of placemats.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I get that. But as far as an idea for something, it maybe other people it works for. It doesn't work for me.
Right.
And I will tell you if you really want great ideas for songs and great ideas for books, I hate to say this, it's really embarrassing. Watch Jerry Springer.
Okay.
I get some of my best dialogue from Jerry Springer because it's just so off the wall. that in some of the situations, and I doubt they're all even real, but it doesn't matter. If you're writing a song, it doesn't necessarily have to be real. It just has to be interesting.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about music is it can be fiction or nonfiction. It can be something you made up, or it could be a life experience, or a little bit of both.
Yeah. So what kind of music do you write?
We're in a band called Killj. It's like hard rock, heavy metal kind of
Okay.
music. It's the headbanging stuff.
Okay, so headbanging, who do you think started headbanging?
I just say Black Sabbath.
Okay.
That's a good starting spot.
Black Sabbath got it from these people. I'm going to tell you who started it.
Okay.
It's a band called Status Quo.
Okay.
They happen to be my favorite band of all time. They're a hard rock. They were a hard rock band.
I'm going to write that down.
They had a hit in the U.S. during the psychedelic period that everybody's heard. If you don't remember the song, you've heard of it, called Pictures of Matchstick Men.
Status Quo.
Status Quo. Status Quo is how Americans say it. They, if you go back to 1970, early 71, they all had really long hair, and they all had their hair, they all played with their head down, so you couldn't see their face, but they start, rocking back and forth, and their hair would start flying as a headbanging, and all their fans started doing that.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And, Black Sabbath, these guys were around the same time and all that, and they all kind of knew each other.
Yeah.
They all played gigs together over there that we never heard about. It wasn't a tour, it was just a one-off.
Yeah.
And so they all kind of knew each other. And Quo did for about 10 years, over a period of about 10 years, they had a run of albums that, if you like hard rock, are unparalleled by anybody else. Now, it's not like Deep Purple where you had one album that was just transcendental.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
I like Deep Purple too.
well, Deep Purple's awesome.
Yeah.
But, they had some great stuff, but they had one or two albums that were just rocketed them to the top.
Right.
Machine Head is, if it's not on everybody's top 10 best ever, you really don't know much about music.
Yeah.
But they were pretty uneven. Quo had a string of albums of about 6 albums that were at that level, if you like that stuff. Now, if you listen to them, everybody said, well, they didn't know how to play more than 3 chords. Some of their songs have more than 8, if you really listen. Okay?
Yeah.
Musicians always appreciated them, but their lyrics never made a lot of sense because that wasn't the point.
Yeah.
Okay? I was trying to figure out, coming down here, one of their best songs, something called Whatever You Want. And today I was trying to figure out, what the heck do those lyrics even mean? And I've heard the song 1,000 times. And so, I don't know, but it didn't matter because that wasn't the point.
Right.
The music was the point, and then they put some lyrics in there. Sometimes they made a lot of sense. Usually it was just, why did she leave me kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you like hard rock, though, really hard, there was about a 3-year period where they were doing it.
I'll absolutely check them out because I'm almost like a junkie when it comes to trying to find that next band that gives me that feeling I got when I first heard Metallica and Sabbath and all that. Like I'm scouring YouTube
they're
constantly looking for new
not,
music.
They're not like Metallica or Sabbath, okay?
Yeah.
They're more like AC/DC,
I like AC/DC.
okay? Which is a hard rock as opposed to a metal. All right, they did have an album where they came really close to having a couple of heavy metal songs, but they were more towards the really hard rock side. And then they took on a country influence too.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, all right. Anyway, nobody in America's ever heard of them. Over in England, they've had more hit singles than the Beatles and the Stones combined.
Wow.
Throughout the rest of the world, everybody knows who Quo is. Quo's still going.
Oh, nice.
Their rhythm guitar player, he died, but he was voted the best rhythm guitar player ever in England, and he beat out I'm getting old, man.
That happens to me all the time. I can't tell you what shirt I wore yesterday.
Anyway, Rick Parfitt was voted best ever.
Nice.
And Keith Richards. He beat out Keith Richards as the world's best rhythm guitar player ever.
Wow.
And so, you hear stuff like that, and maybe you like them, maybe you don't. I heard them for the first time when I was writing my first novel. It was just symbiotic.
That takes us back to inspiration, right?
It does. It really does. And I heard that, and it's just like that novel grew up with that band, with me listening to that band,
Nice.
and worked its way into the book and all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that's really cool. And the story you were saying about the headbanging, that reminds me of, at rock and roll concerts, they're always throwing up the horns. And they call it the quote-unquote devil horns.
Yeah.
It actually came from them waving at the crowd, but they're holding their guitar pick in their hand, and so their fingers are pinched together.
That's cool. Now,
and they've got their pick.
Who was that?
Well, Gene Simmons claims to have started it, but they say Dio started it. But a lot of the bands were kind of doing it, and different ones take credit for it. But I think it was just a cumulative thing because you really do, like whether you're right-hander or left-hander, you're playing with the hand you're going to probably raise up, and your pick is in your hand. So instead of dropping your pick, you just do this, and now everybody in the crowd's doing it, and it's just become a staple with heavy metal music.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It really is amazing how that stuff gets started.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask you real quick, I don't want to keep you all day. I know you got stuff to do. When people ask me for advice about songwriting, because out of writing, recording, and performing, writing is my favorite part of it. I love that you can make something out of nothing, and it could be something that other people enjoy. And it literally just came from an idea in your head, and now it's this tangible thing. I just think that's cool. I just love. I'm kind of a hippie about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And the one piece of advice I give people about is not to be afraid to like abandon a bad idea. Like I've been writing songs, and I really, really wanted it to work, but it just wasn't. It was just not getting there. Yeah. And instead of just trying to polish it and
hammer it into something
and try to force it, it's okay to just abandon it because it may inspire you for some idea down the road. Is it like that at all with books? Is there ever a piece of work that you just said, okay, this just didn't work? And
I'm going to say, and this is conditional, okay?
Yeah.
This depends on where you are in your writing career. If you are a new writer, fairly, and you don't have much out or nothing out, no, finish. David Weber, who's a very, very well-known science fiction writer, gave me the best piece of advice because I asked him, what would you tell new writers?
Yeah.
He said the most important thing you can possibly do is type the end. Because when you do that, you have told your brain, I can do this.
Okay.
You're training your brain in a different way. If you put aside a bad idea, then you're telling your brain it's okay to quit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you finish it, it doesn't have to be good, okay?
And you don't necessarily have to release it.
Well, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe some of it's worth using, maybe some of it's not. You won't know if you don't finish.
Yeah.
In writing, Hemingway famously said the first draft of everything is, and I won't use the word he used, I don't know your audience, but
it's not rated.
Okay. The first draft of everything is shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, that's true. Nobody likes their first drafts. But you can't get a second draft until you got a first.
Ah, that's true. That's very true.
And so for younger writers especially, I would strongly say finish it. If it's not good, put it away. 5 years later, you might be a good enough writer to look at it and
you can go back to the graveyard and pick up pieces of a part of it that did work.
Yes, and that's what writers do a lot.
Yeah, I steal from myself in that way and with music a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you may have a hook that you really like, but just you don't have anywhere to put it.
That's exactly what happened to me with one of our favorite songs of mine that I'm most proud of. Is a song that was first in the graveyard, and then later, as I became a better songwriter, or at least I think I have, I hope I have, I did a whole different thing, and I was like, I need something to bring it home.
Yeah.
And I went back to the graveyard, and I was like, what about that song that I abandoned?
Yep.
And I took out what worked and left what didn't, and made a Frankenstein song that I'm very proud of.
And Francis Rossi's the lead guitarist for Status Quo, the band I was telling you about.
Uh-huh.
And so a lot of times he'll do things on stage and he'll just be ad-libbing, and he'll play something he really likes that he's never done before, and he'll go over to one of the stage crew and say, I'm going to play that again, record it. So that he remembers it, and they can then use that for a different song.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And so, because, he's just messing around, and he goes down a track he'd never thought about going down before, and he plays something, he goes, ooh, that's tasty.
Yeah.
And it's the same way in writing. My first novel was not, it did not see the light of day. It's a good thing it didn't see the light of day. And yet, I've lifted whole sections of that for my later work that were really good. It's just the rest of it wasn't. And you can do that. You can then recycle your own stuff and use it in a way that's a lot better.
Nice. Yeah. I may start doing that. Even if I'm in the middle of a song that I know is not going to make it, go ahead and finish it. And that way when I do go back to the graveyard to find a piece, it's a complete piece of work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Maybe you'll hear something and you'll go, "Hey, man, that might work in this."
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm a big proponent of finishing what you start. I finish everything I start now. I guess I could put stuff aside. I don't, but I could, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really important for an artist to just prove to themselves they can still do it.
Yep.
Or they can do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Before we go, be sure to give us all your plugs. Where can people find your books? Where can people find out about you?
All my stuff, it's William Allen Webb. All my stuff's available on Amazon. I'm in an ebook. I'm in print. My website is www.thelastbrigade.com. Brigade is BRIGADE. And on Facebook, you can find me at the actual tag is Keep You Up All Night Books, but the name of the page is The Worlds of William Allen Webb.
Nice. I'm going to check that out.
A-L-A-N, by the way.
A-L-A-N?
Yeah, you need to check it out. We need to keep in contact because I got a couple of things that I can't write music for, but that are lyrics from some of my books. I intended to be a song.
Oh, nice.
That I wrote as poems, but they're intended to be a song.
I started out writing poetry. Before I learned to play guitar, I wrote poetry.
There you go.
And then when I learned to play guitar, all that energy turned into songs.
And one of my more famous that everybody seems to like is called The Ballad of Nick the A. And he's my main character.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Yeah, I love to compose. Like I said, out of the whole process, like you have to go play shows to sell yourself, but out of doing shows, recording and writing and promoting, like every facet of it, the most enjoyable to me is the writing process.
Okay, you hear all that, you Last Brigade fans? You're going to have a song to download here.
Nice.
For too much longer.
Speaking of downloading, one last question.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I like tangible things that I can put in my hand.
Yeah.
I go buy CDs.
Right.
I don't buy ebooks. Sometimes I'll read a comic book online just because it's easier to lay in bed with a tablet than a flashlight and a comic. But I like to own it. And even though when I sell a CD, I'm physically giving something away that I have to restock, I still prefer physical, tangible. How do you feel about the ebook situation, or do you care?
I do read ebooks because I write ebooks.
Yeah.
And most of my sales come from ebooks.
Yeah.
But I would prefer to read a physical book.
Yeah, because you still got the book when you're done with it. You put it on the shelf. It's almost like a decoration in a way.
It is, and especially if it's signed. I'll never forget having met that author to get them to sign it.
Right, that's just experience.
It's an experience, so you're reliving your memories and stuff.
All right.
And so I understand ebooks. I do have a Kindle. I do read it. Okay, sorry if you're a Barnes & Noble employee, but and so I do read ebook format, but I would prefer to read a physical book.
Right. Yeah, me too. But like you said, out of convenience, sometimes it's just a lot easier to do it on the tablet.
When I come to something like this, I'm traveling. I can put my Kindle in my back pocket. I went to dinner last night. I was reading it, and the waitress asked me the same question: do you like reading from a Kindle?
Yeah.
And my answer was the same. I would prefer a real book, but it's a lot easier to carry this around when I'm traveling.
Yeah. I think Stan Lee said it best one time when somebody asked him about what he thought about digital comics. He said, comics are like breasts. They look great on a computer screen, but I'd rather have them in my hands.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And when you buy like a comic book or just a book, when you read it and you're done with it, you still have it. You own it. It's not air. It's not digital.
Right. It's a tangible object.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a definite tactile experience that you come from actually handling something.
Yeah. For sure. Well, man, I've really enjoyed it. I caught half of the interview, and I thought it was great. I'm looking forward to hearing the first half of it.
Great. Okay.
As a listener.
I look forward to hearing it too. Thanks.
Well, thanks again. You have a safe trip back to Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis. Well, outside of Memphis.
I just heard on the news today is the first report of coronavirus in Memphis.
Oh, awesome.
So
thanks. I really wanted to hear that.
Keep your head down. Like keep your mask handy.
Fortunately, writing doesn't require me to go out in
In
public.
the public. Yeah, there you go. Thanks again, man. I enjoyed it. And I'll send you the links and stuff.
Yeah,
we tag everybody in each episode. That,
you got my card yesterday, right?
yeah, but I got so many cards. Yeah, give me another one.
I'm gonna take yours.
And all of our stuff. This is basically a card and a flyer.
Okay,
It's
cool.
got all
Oh,
our
you have Bob
information.
Salvatore on. Wow.
Yeah, and we have we're giving away all the music ones. There's one flyer that just has some of the bands that we've interviewed.
Okay.
No, we gave all those away.
Hey, listen.
Oh, here we go.
If you listen to Quo, listen to the early stuff.
I'm definitely going to.
I'll tell you the album to start with. It's raw because it was like they were still feeling their way around. Start with one called Pile Driver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that launched them.
I may have heard Pile Driver. That sounds familiar.
Well, there's a band called Pile Driver.
There's also a band called Machine Head.
Yeah.
And Deep Purple has,
But Pile Driver, it's got some really driving stuff on it, and they were feeling their way. And that's the first one where they went, okay, it's got some quiet stuff that's really good, but then it's got some real driving stuff too.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do is discover a band that's been around a long time and me go, how did I not know about this?
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
Is I found out they got 33 albums, and they lost their drummer in '81 and their bassist in '85, so things changed. But up through '81, there's like 12 albums, and I'd never heard of them, and I looked at them and went, how the hell have I never heard of these people? I mean, these guys are great. Why have I never heard of them?
It's like finding out an awesome TV show that's in like 9 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Have a good one, man.
I'll tell you, on the TV show, Justified, I just started seeing some of the clips for it on YouTube. Have you ever seen it? Oh my God, it's the best show ever.
That was me with Shameless. Shameless is ending on season 9, and I just started watching it. I was like, how did I miss this?
Justified was taken from I forgot my hat.
Oh yeah, I moved it when I sat down.
It was based on a short story about Elmore Leonard.
Mark, you gonna ride the bull this time?
Fix his back.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk fast.
All right.
Well, one thing I wanted to catch up with you about is you have a new location.
Yes, we do.
It looks dope. I haven't been in there, but the pictures look awesome.
Well, y'all need to come by and check it out.
I'm going to.
We're at 800 East Main in the old Anytime Fitness building, right next to the Dairy Cream. So you can come in the shop, buy some comics, and go get you an ice cream cone.
Or work out, because it used to be a workout
Well, I mean,
facility.
you can work out. Now, there's no equipment there,
Oh,
but you
okay.
can like bench press some boxes.
Oh, nice.
So, I
Help me
mean,
load trucks.
yeah, I mean,
Books and ice cream.
yeah, comic books and ice cream. I mean, there's only one better combination.
Yes. Indeed.
And this is a family podcast.
That is correct. So we're just gonna keep that on the DL.
Yeah. So, how did this come about? I mean, were you looking for a new place, or
Well,
it just kind of happened?
We just keep outgrowing where we're at.
That's good.
That's
a good
no.
problem.
That's
Yeah, this place looks a
that's
lot
no
bigger.
bull. It's the place we had before was adequate, but we didn't have any showroom floor hardly.
Right. Yeah. That first room you walk into is kind of cramped.
And
yeah.
you had those two rooms there. One was the toys, and then one was the comics. And then in the back, we had everything crammed in every room that was all throughout it. Now this place, we can get just about everything on the floor that we want.
Nice.
So
That's good.
it's definitely a lot better, more convenient for people to get to. There's a lot more foot traffic that we have coming in, because if y'all ever been to the Dairy Cream, that place stays packed all day long.
Yeah, the only problem I think with the old facility, it was like when you look at out front, you couldn't really tell, because I think like there's like an awning or something there.
Right,
You couldn't really tell it was a comic book store. I mean, if you knew it was there,
and we
you
had
knew.
two small signs, and they weren't really. This one we've bought, paid for. We're waiting on the signs to come. They're going to be up on that big marquee where the Anytime Fitness was.
Yeah.
And then so you won't miss us.
Do you have like where, as far as distance wise from your old store?
Oh, we're right around the corner.
Oh, so it's just right. Okay.
Yeah, we're literally right around the corner from where we were. Just you turn off Veterans coming from our old shop back going towards the Bancorp South Center, right there on the left.
Okay, great. You got any funny stories? Anything that's happened since we talked last?
Oh man, working with Terry Comer is, I mean, that's funny enough as it is.
Yeah, that's a funny story in
mean,
itself, huh?
But I mean, if I can keep Terry from buying stuff, I mean, we might actually, run a legit business, but I mean, it doesn't matter what comes in. I mean, Terry gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So,
But it's good to have inventory, and you definitely have a lot of it.
Yeah, and it just keeps growing. It's, it's.
Like, didn't you say the stuff like you have here? You have 2 huge sections here.
Yes.
But this isn't the stuff from the store. This is just the.
Well, no, now the comics are not from the store. The toys, we kind of pull them random. The toys, about half of our toys that we've got came off the shelves. The other half came from storage.
Okay.
So, and we want everybody to just come and buy everything we've got before we leave.
I notice the
don't wanna
prices
take it
keep
back.
getting lower as
yes,
the day.
they do. As the day progresses, as the sun sets, the price is set. So,
Right. That's always good.
Watch out for falling prices.
What are you moving the most of these days? Like,
mostly newer, current issues of comics.
yeah. A lot of people have subs with you.
Yeah, we've got we're pushing 100 subs.
Nice.
So that's nice, because that's guaranteed revenue for the shop, and we try to accommodate everybody best we can. Toy wise, Pops and Marvel Legends and stuff like that.
Any particular pop that's really hot right now?
We sold out of the Thanos. Well, no, we sold all but one Thanos Snap pop.
Okay.
And usually the PX exclusives, they're the ones that people sort of gravitate towards. And there's a couple that's coming out. One of them's the I Am Iron Man Snap.
Oh yeah.
And
That's cool.
that one's huge. We went heavy on it. We've pre-sold probably 6 or 7 of those already.
Nice.
And then there's one that's Venom and Spider-Man pop, where it's from issue 317, where Venom's got Spidey down on the ground and he's pummeling him. And they did a.
I bet our friend Mr. Lucius is going to order a bunch of
Oh,
them.
of course, he's going to.
He's all about that Spider-Man and Venom.
He's a Venom addict.
He is.
Yes.
He's got a problem.
He does.
It's a good problem for you, though.
I mean, it's great for me.
Works out for you.
Yes.
You're the dealer.
Yes.
Now, do you know if on the pop side, if they're going to come out with the Mandalorian or the Witcher?
They've done the Mandalorian already. We got all they sent us all the Mandalorian characters except the Mandalorian.
Wow.
So the only Mandalorian one we got is him on the blurg. But I think we've got one left maybe, but we could be sold out for all I know because they went fast. We've sold a lot of the other characters, but now they've yet to send us Mando himself. So, but we're just waiting. They're kind of backlogged because there were so many of them.
Yeah.
And it should be in the next week or so.
Cool. I know you said you're in a hurry. I was just going to ask you one more thing real quick, if I remember what it was. Oh, yeah. I see these, of course, variant covers is just the craze nowadays. Like, the A cover is usually, like, not even worth anything because it's the B and C and D.
Right.
And now you've got, like, Tupelo Con theoretically could have a cover that's just it's Tupelo Con exclusive. And then there's a lot of comic book shops that'll be like, this is the Mile High Comics exclusive cover that you have to go there to get this cover. Now, I know that's a huge volume thing and a huge price thing, but is that anything that interests you at all? Trying to do one
absolutely.
Day? Like have a Brat Comics exclusive
Terry and I
cover?
have talked about it, about doing one of those. And, we would have to have a certain amount of interest generated by, folks.
Yeah, because you probably have to sell a bunch of them.
Well, you really do. Yeah, you got to buy them, and plus, too, if you get a crappy artist, they're hard to move on the internet at that point.
Yeah, they need to look cool, too.
And you've got, they've got to be an awesome cover in order for you to, to really get one. Yeah. But it's definitely something that we're looking at, or we have looked at, and who knows if we grow big enough, we might have our own.
You've
one
come
of
a
these
long
days.
way. I mean, you started out, pretty big because everybody needs to listen to the last episode or last time you were on. You talk about how you kind of jump started your comic book business, but I've watched it grow, and it's really cool to see. This is a good time to be doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, you're living in the.
It's a great time to be a nerd.
Yes, that is correct. I mean, nerddom. This is it.
Who would have thought that like I was like a kid in school getting bullied for being a nerd, but now if you're not a nerd, you're in the minority.
Right. I mean,
it's the cool thing to be.
Right.
Now.
It's the cool thing to be. And I mean, you can be a jock and a nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people that are. I mean, crap, I'm a football coach, man.
Yeah.
Well, look at us.
I mean, right, and nerds. So
yeah,
you're
I don't look like your
nerds.
typical nerd. I don't think.
Right.
So I would get like some funny looks back in the day.
I mean, y'all
when
are supposed to be headbanging.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be chewing some
Tobacco.
kid out for not, for not doing his job right.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we are in the middle of nerddom. That's right.
All right. Well, like I said, I know you're in a hurry and you got to pack up and get out of here. But is there anything else you want to plug? Or
Hey, you guys are great.
thanks.
We don't hear that enough.
Well, go ahead and plug your Facebook page and stuff too.
Yes,
And do you have an actual website? Or
Brack,
you just-
we had one, but it's kind of filtered out because we haven't had time to do it. But follow us on Facebook, Brat Comics. Instagram is I think at Brat Comics. But just type in Brat Comics. You're going to find us.
I don't think I follow you on Instagram. I didn't.
But
know
we've
you had
got
one. I
Instagram,
need to
Twitter,
do that.
Facebook, and then of course, we've got the website, but it's kind of just petered out on us. So
Yeah.
but,
I still renew our domain, but it's sometimes I'm like, why spend the money? It gets
well,
so
see, and that's
expensive.
like me. I've renewed ours, but
Nobody's using websites anymore. It
No.
may come back around though. I don't
it
know.
may. Nowadays, it's social media or bust.
Yep, exactly. And it's free, so it's
Right.
kind of tempting not to.
Correct.
All right, man. Well, have fun loading all this stuff.
Yes, thanks.
Have a good one. It's funny, like we used to like try to get like celebrity interviews and
Yeah.
get people calling in on the phone, and
Yeah.
but then sometimes the more popular podcasts we've released are just when we're just sitting around bull crapping. And
Yeah.
people like to be a fly on the wall.
Sure,
and listen
sure.
to it. And that's the kind of podcast I listen to.
Yeah.
Is the ones that are more conversational than they
Yeah,
are
just-
interviewing. Like, hey, what's your favorite color? What do you like to
Sure,
drink? What do you
sure. How often does? How you do episodes, or how's what's your format like?
When we were syndicated through Rock Rage Radio, we had to have a show out a week, and
Okay.
it had to be exactly 60 minutes because they had like blocks.
Gotcha.
That got kind of tedious because I don't. Well, first of all, I got a full-time job. I
Yeah,
got a band.
yeah,
It's hard to crank out an episode a week, and plus it kind of waters down the content. I don't have as much to talk about
Gotcha.
doing an hour a week. Now
Gotcha.
we shoot for 2 a month.
Okay, yeah.
But sometimes it's 1 a month,
Yeah.
depending on what's like. Right now, Killjay's recording a new album, and that's
Yeah.
eating up a lot of my free time.
Sure.
And,
Free time, man? What's that?
Yeah, what is that? Indeed. And not to mention, this is Railroad Festival season, which I want to
Sure.
get to in a minute. That's another thing. Me and you talk back and forth through texting because, we work alongside each other in the
Yeah.
entertainment of the Railroad Festival. And I hardly ever get to talk to you because y'all have meetings
Sure.
during the day in Amory, and I work in Fulton. So this is a good
Yeah.
chance for me
It
to
is,
talk to you
it
about
is,
Railroad
man. It
Festival
is.
and
It is,
get
yeah.
to 411. But first,
Yeah.
talk to us about your business and the stuff you had set up today. And
Yeah,
what you
man.
got going on.
So we've got a couple of businesses set up here. We got Deadbolt Escape Rooms, which we've had that since 2016, and we're on Cliff Gookin Boulevard here in Tupelo. And so that's something that my brother and I, Jason, started together, and it's been incredible to see how it's grown and see what it's.
That kind of stuff's really popular right now.
It
That's kind
is
of blowing up.
It is. As time goes on, we're seeing more and more pop up, primarily in larger cities. And anytime that we go on trips or go out of town, we always try and find an escape room there to do. Even though we own one, we're still fans. We enjoy enjoy doing them.
You think it gives you an edge? Like how to figure them out.
It does. Experience plays a huge role in these things, and that's what we tell people when they come to us. Because normally, if somebody's never done one before, it's going to go one of two ways. They're either going to have like great, beginner's luck might not be the right way to put it, but they're going to do really well, or it's going to take them maybe 10 or 15 minutes to sort of get the flow, understand really what they're doing, look for those connections, and then once they do that, once they find that stride, then they're normally good. So experience, like so many things, experience is very, very beneficial. So we've got.
Is yours strictly an escape room, or do you have like a storyline that you got to fulfill to get to the end of it?
As you go throughout each room, there is a story component to it, but primarily you are solving puzzles to escape. So like one room we have is Pirate Cove, and you're on this pirate ship, the Black Dagger, and the Royal Navy has caught up to you, and you've come under fire, and the ship is sinking. So you've got 60 minutes to find your way off the pirate ship before you sink to the bottom of Davy Jones' locker. So I mean, it's each one does have a story, but and hopefully the puzzles tie into that storyline as you're going through to sort of help progress the story.
You ever have to step in and bail people out? They get stuck.
Well, we offer hints. So each room as it's taking place, we've got cameras in each room, so they're being monitored by a room host. And so if you need some help, we can see I guess it's sort of a good or bad thing. We can see and hear what's going on in the rooms. So
it's like the government when you're not
like the government. For what it's worth, we do not record these rooms and we do not stream them. Sometimes we jokingly say, this is streaming on YouTube right now.
That would be awesome.
Some people have offered to pay for that also, but we don't. But a room host is monitoring each room, and so if they're stuck and need help, they can say, "Hey, give us a clue." And our room host will send them a clue, and it'll pop up on the TV in the room with them. So we're not physically in the room with them. There's no reason that they should just get super frustrated and just want to bang their head against the wall.
I imagine y'all have to adjust and change things just so like people that have already done it will come back. Because if you do it like on Tuesday and come back Wednesday, you'll probably know.
You're right. So we've been open for a little over 3 years. I think it is, and more than that. And so we've probably had 15 rooms since we've been open. So we'll put rooms in, and then when we feel the time is right, we'll change them out. It's very similar to a movie theater. The movie theater stays the same place, but if they show the same movies all the time, people are going to stop going.
That's a good comparison, yeah.
And so for the people that love escape rooms and come and do all of our rooms, that's sort of where our other business has really come into play, the Deadbolt Mystery Society, because we create a new. We've sort of merged a murder mystery and an escape room together. So every month we are releasing a new murder mystery box, which involves puzzles like you would find in an escape room, involves things that are locked or password protected. Solve a puzzle, helps give you a password to unlock something within the box, or maybe it gives you a phone number that you then call. So we've sort of meshed the two things together. And so what's great about that is, let's say someone comes in and they've done all the escape rooms that we have at the time. Well, every month we're putting out a new box that they can do at home to give them sort of that puzzle fix. Sort of hold them over until we have a new room.
That's cool. What's your hours of operation?
So we're open on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays 5 to 11 and Saturdays 1 to 11. And deadboltescaperooms.com is our website, and we have all of our rooms listed there. And we recommend that people go online and you can reserve straight through the website, and that's sort of what we encourage, because you go and you reserve the time and the room that you want, and so therefore you are guaranteed, what you were looking for. We do allow people to walk in, but we sort of encourage people to reserve through the website, because then they're guaranteed a spot. Because if you walked in on a Saturday night, we might be completely booked, and we would hate to have to
How many people per group do you try to do?
Each room holds 8 people. So the room size is according to fits that. Also, the number of puzzles within the room fits that. We do have one room that's the name of it's Infected, and it holds 6 people, because it's a little bit different setup. But if someone has a group of 10 and they want to come see us, all they have to do is just email us or call us, and we can work on making arrangements for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you still do B Train?
I don't. No. Deadbolt Escape Rooms and Deadbolt. The Deadbolt Mystery Society is full-time job. Yeah.
Do you book for parties and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like birthday parties.
Yeah. We can. And we can also. We can open up outside of our hours for groups. We have a lot of groups that come to us for corporate groups that come to us for team building. We've had some groups come to us sort of for an interview process, because when when you put people in a room, you learn a whole lot about them.
Yeah.
So let's say that, there's this job position that a company's hiring for, and they put everybody in this room, and then they come to our control room and watch them. Well, you can instantly see, who's the leader, who's just sort of sitting back, who's letting somebody else do the work. So there's a lot of like good things and bad things you can learn from from watching people in these rooms.
Yeah.
Well,
talking back about the Railroad Festival,
Yeah.
like, when did you say y'all were going to release the entertainment lineup, or have you already?
this week,
week?
this next week, it's
What day do you know? Because don't come out till next week.
Well, it's coming. It's coming out in the newspaper on Wednesday.
Okay.
I know that for
Episode 1
for
will be out by Wednesday, but this one probably won't be out for another week after that. If you want to, you know.
Yeah.
Which I can cut it up. We can put this in day
Yeah.
one if we actually need to.
Yeah.
But if there's anything you want to, announce, or if you want to wait, that's fine too. It won't come out till after you've announced it.
Oh no, that's fine. So from an entertainment standpoint, so the theme sort of this year of the Railroad Festival is through the decades.
Yeah.
That's something that our chairman Tommy came up with, and I think it's great. We just finished a decade or starting a decade.
2020.
However you count all these things, and so we've tried to keep that in mind when booking some of the entertainment. So Thursday, our headliner is Dina Carter. Sort of 90s strawberries wine. Bring that country flavor in there. So we'll have her. And then we'll have opening for her will be Joseph Baldwin. He's played for us at the festival before. He's great. On Friday, we have our headliners, Resurrection. They are a Journey tribute band from Nashville, and they're fantastic. We've had them a couple of years at the festival, so they'll be back, and Blues Council will be opening for them. And then on Saturday, we have another band from Nashville, World Turning Band. They're a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. So sort of our headliners.
That should be really popular.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. So our headliners, hopefully filling those 70s, 80s, 90s, that vibe through the decades. And then on Saturday also, so opening for World Turning Band is Colors That End in Urple.
Oh yeah, Kim Coleman.
Yeah, Kim Coleman, Mayor, and Bubba Cheese, and then Breaking Grass and Blacktop Ridge. So that'll be the entertainment from the main stage, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the Railroad Festival in general. This is the
41st or second?
Second, I think. 42nd, yeah.
Yeah.
42nd year. My mother just from. I was born during the Railroad Festival, and she reminds me of that. It was coming a massive thunderstorm, so
Like most railroad festivals.
like most railroad festivals.
If Northeast Mississippi is ever hit with a major drought, all we have to do is throw up a railroad festival, and it'll cure it.
This is true.
We make a lot of jokes like that, but honestly, if you run the numbers, the weather's been overall good to us. It just sucks that it's done it so many years in a row hard, like really, really screwed us. But
we're not just talking about showers. We're talking about tornadoes and severe weather.
Yeah, dangerous stuff. But we've been lucky overall, I think. Nobody's ever been hurt. That's always good. And in averages, it's usually not as big of a deal breaker as it has been.
Sure.
And if you just have one here and there, you don't take such a financial loss. But when you got 2 or 3 in a row, it really hurts things.
And there's so much. Not only just from the Railroad Festival, like the committee standpoint, how the weather impacts us, but lots of people that come as vendors and set up there. This is their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're hoping for and planning for a big weekend, and then it comes a massive flood, well, that can greatly negatively impact them, and it's definitely not what we want. So
I always thought the Railroad Festival was so fascinating to me. Even though I've been involved with it for like 13-ish years now, I just still never ceases to amaze me how impossible it is that it exists in the capacity that it does, because there's more people that come to the festival than people that live in Amory. There's small town festivals all over the Southeast, possibly all over the nation, but none of them hold a candle to the impact and the size of the Railroad Festival.
The Railroad Festival is one of the best.
I don't know how it got so
small
huge.
town
If it was
festivals.
luck or if it was just, consistency, or I don't know what made it grow so big. But it's always just been massive. One year they had like a census person or whoever does numbers, and I don't know how they do this, but they averaged like 90,000 people.
Wow.
Is that right? And
we've had some serious numbers. That's for sure.
I'm talking about for the whole from
yeah.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah.
They said 90,000 people came through.
I can believe it. I haven't heard that specific number, but
30,000 wouldn't surprise me.
When the weather is
sure.
right, just when the conditions
it's
are
magic.
perfect there.
The weather's nice. Everybody wants to get out.
people
They're like,
are
"Hey, the
looking
Rail
for
Festival's
things.
going on."
Yeah, people are looking for things in the area to do, and
And it's free. You can buy
right there.
stuff, but you don't.
Right
There's
there.
no admission.
Right
How
there.
often do you see, especially with like the music
Yeah.
that's available?
Yeah.
Those bands that you've booked, people pay big money
Yeah.
to see those,
Yeah.
and they can just walk up with a chair and sit
can.
down and listen.
They can.
And I don't think it's emphasized enough. Like, hey, this is free. You can come in
It
and
is.
have a great time, even if you're broke, and I know most of us are.
Yeah, yeah. Anything that you can do to provide family-friendly entertainment and a family-friendly environment and experience is great. And I'm glad that we can. I'm glad that we can do that. I've been involved with the festival since 2012, and so the capacity I'm in right now is not the capacity I was brought on for. But it's been great just seeing how things have grown, and it's so different from when I was going to the festival as a child.
Yeah.
I always look forward to getting out of school for Railroad Festival Friday and going down there and getting into mischief.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I've always said somebody should do a documentary about the Railroad Festival. I think that would be like a full inside, outside, full-blown documentary about how it's the origin, how it started, how it's developed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things, and I've seen kind of behind the curtain now. The good and the bad would make for an interesting documentary, I think.
Yeah. To me, it sounds like you're outlining a perfect project for you right now.
Because I have so much free time.
in your free time, right?
Yeah, don't do that because he'll push it off on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually brought it up to some of my filmmaker friends, and they're all like real busy with their own projects. But I'm telling you,
Sure.
I've watched documentaries on Netflix that are way less interesting than the Railroad Festival.
Yeah.
It is definitely a fascinating thing that in such a small town, comparatively speaking, it's such a big thing, and it's not just a 1-2 day. It's from Wednesday to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's massive. It's
Well,
crazy.
when you take a town that was founded on the railroad, I feel like the origin of the city itself is very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And then you infuse that into creating a festival.
It's kind of like Vardaman and their sweet potato
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah.
It is nowhere near as huge as the Railroad Festival.
Yeah.
They don't have the carnival like
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah.
They don't have as much live entertainment, especially the big names
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
But it's based around what the town was created with. So
Sweet potato capital of the world.
Yep. I don't think people realize just how difficult booking is.
Yeah.
It is. I've been not on the capacity
Yeah.
that you're in it, but I've been in the booking part of things before, and it not for the festival, but it is not easy because you're dealing with touring artists like your guys from Nashville or somebody from Memphis. That's not that hard, but
Sure.
especially if they're not on tour, you can say, hey, we're doing this thing. Can you come down and do it? And you work out a deal. You got contracts. But like these people that are on tour, you got to catch them routed. Like if you want them on Thursday and Wednesday night they're in New Hampshire,
Yeah.
they're not going to come to the Rail Festival.
Yeah.
I mean, they would if you just offered them $1 jillion probably, but it's you got to get them routed. You got to get it, the bands that the people are going to want to see.
Yeah.
And you got to negotiate. It's a I'm preaching to the choir here, but I appreciate what you do because I know how stressful it could be.
Well, there are so many variables, just like you were saying, and someone might be booked in New Hampshire on Wednesday, and you want them to play on Friday, and you know what, they can get there, but then guess what? If that's something that you make happen, next thing you know, you might be having to shell out the money for airline tickets instead
exactly.
instead of if they'd come through on a bus or something. So I mean, you know, there are variables that will change the asking price or change the things that you have to you put into place, and so then very quickly the budget that you have is is slowly dwindling, and you know, with you, Mark, you might be like, what's a budget, man? What is
budget? I was going to look it up on
the
dictionary online, see what that is. No, I've been very fortunate, especially how y'all, because like when I first started the second stage, I don't know if you know like kind of the origin story, but Killj played on the main stage. I kept bugging Art. Me and Art are really good friends. I was like, come on, just let us play. Yeah. And he was all into it, but he knew that there would be backlash because we're not exactly. How do I put this delicately? We're not exactly palatable to everyone that would be there for that.
Yeah. Well, we got to play it because we won a Battle of the Bands, did we not?
It was something he incorporated something like that just to get us on.
Just to get us.
And it was a success and a disaster because like you look out from the stage and it was packed and like you had this huge section of kids that were just pumping their fist and having a great time. We take a picture. And then you had this big row of parents in the back with their arms crossed going, nope.
Sounds like Footloose. Is that what we're talking about?
Like they were not happy. They did not think it was awesome. But the kids loved it. And me and Art were laughing about it. And he used to read me the hate mail that he would get through emails.
Oh, wow.
And we would sit there and just have a laugh about it. But I told him, I was like, look, man, I don't want to mess up what you got going on. I don't want to cause you problems. I was like, just give us a broom closet or a corner or something somewhere and just let me do my thing. Yeah. Because I got contacts for all these bands. They're hungry to play. They want gigs. And I was like, I'm connected with people who have equipment. And I was like, just give me a corner somewhere. And we've moved around over the years to find the ideal spot. And ironically, we're back around to where we started.
We started on a flatbed trailer.
But I mean, all I had was permission in the beginning, but it's evolved through the years, and y'all have been gracious and kind enough to provide me with the staging and the sound and the lights. You have no idea how much that helps me because I used to have to find like horse trailers and PA systems that I would have to splice together and it would blow up in the middle of the show.
I think I remember the first year. I think I do.
Yeah, it was on a flatbed trailer, and we had to like put new boards in the trailer because it was rotted and people were falling through.
That's a show right there. I mean, that's
exactly.
We made steps with a pallet because we had to pick the trailer up with center blocks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so much easier now. Where just y'all providing the stage and the lights and the sound is like, dude, I'm not complaining at all. It's great.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, with you saying all that, one thing that I try and encourage and share with people is like I don't want there to be like any y'all and us. Like this is the festival, and so. You know, of course, it can be difficult, especially where we live, getting people to respect all forms of music. I mean, I mean,
all forms of music.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like me, as I've stepped into this role, or as I was pushed into the role, or voted into it, however you want to say that, you know. I appreciate a lot of music. I mean, I love music in general, and you know, while I feel like the Railroads Festival, a lot of the crowd that comes there are traditional country fans, bluegrass, blues. You know, there's still plenty of people who are hungry for. You know, rock and what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Some people like it a little spicy.
Some people like it a little. Some people like it a little spicy. That's right.
The way I've always put it is, when you open up a box of crayons, there's more than 3 colors. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with.
You got more than 3 colors in your box.
Hey, came from a no.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Like there's more out there than just what you grew up listening to, and that's why I got into hard rock and heavy metal because I was like, hey, where are the rest of the crayons? You know, there's more to. There's nothing wrong. Yeah. I love country and I love southern rock and blues and all that, but that's not all I like. And that was kind of like my take on it. Like the Railroad Festival is a music festival first. That's what it started as. Yeah. And I love music, and I'm glad that I'm able to maybe bring a different element. But you know that they call the second stage the rock stage, and it primarily is because I'm in a rock band, so naturally I know more rock bands than I do others. But we've got a little bit of everything, especially this year. I even had to put some of my acoustic acts incorporate into the Saturday because I had so many that wanted to play.
Good.
So that's a good problem to have.
Absolutely.
I've got so many people that want to play, and we've got acoustic stuff. We usually have gospel, and we had a really good Southern rock band, Stone Chamber, last year, and which Dr. Van is now in Jumping the Gun, which is playing this year. So there's a variety there too, and I think for me, I would rather go to I try to put on something that I would want to go to.
Sure.
You know, and I know that's the way you are too. I get jealous of your Instagram because you're at so many concerts and stuff all the time. Like, you go to really cool shows and stuff. I know you're a music lover yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've signed a contract for, again, like I said, for country acts for this year. But I mean, within the last month, I've been to see Queensryche and Alter Bridge. I mean, that's not, that's not who I'm booking for the festival.
Right.
But
I know what's funny is like people come up to me, and I know they do it to you all the time, and they'll be like, "Dude, why don't y'all book so and so? Why don't y'all book?" And it's like, dude, it is not that easy.
Yeah.
You can't just call 1-800 Garth Brooks and he picks up the phone and says, "Festival, Festival, I'm there, bro."
No.
It's not the way it works. It's months of negotiations,
Yeah.
and some of the artists just ask ridiculous prices, and their asking price. And again, I'm preaching to the choir here. I know that doesn't even. That puts a scratch in what it winds up costing overall. Because then you got the travel, you got the lodging, you got the meals and their crew, and it goes on and on and on. And it's even if a band says we'll come play for $3,000, they're really probably coming for 6 or 7 once it's all said and done.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of hidden costs that people don't see, and
some people's rider alone is hundreds and hundreds.
You know, I'll say what I've experienced in the few years that I've been doing this. That like. I haven't run into like any crazy requests on riders. I mean, I know people will joke about like, this person only wants green M&Ms or whatever, and I mean, I haven't run across anything like that, but some of these riders are very, very lengthy, and what I found is most of the time when you get down to it and you start talking to them, when you start advancing these dates, like, you know what, you can leave off the 3 bags of Tostitos chips and salsa, and so they'll start helping you out some, and like, we don't.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wiggle.
We don't. I mean, we don't need all that. So everybody that I've dealt with so far has been great, and they're people just like us.
Yeah,
making a whole lot more money than us, but
sometimes it surprises me. Like, and I've run into this, and I'm sure you have too. And you don't have to say any names, but sometimes there's like an artist or performer that you assume is going to be like hard to work with, maybe because they're so famous that they're going to be like kind of anal about everything. Everything has to be perfect, and then there's like the people coming up you think will be humble, but it's not always the case. Sometimes people that are like uber famous are the most down to earth, like cool, and then some people that are like, I'm never booking this person again.
I can see that, and I have seen that, and if I find somebody is being really difficult to work with, I make sure that they're taken care of, and then I just try and step away. One of the first years doing this, and this has just come with experience. I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect.
Right,
So I've got everything.
They'll blame you.
I'm trying to have everything in place, and I'm just like, the last thing I want is us, bringing in, some big acts, and then I dropped the ball on this. And what I found was very quickly, hey, can I do anything for you? Are you good? And he's like, we're good. We'll let you know if you need something. So, I felt like I was being being very. Maybe overcautious, but when you step into new territory, and you're dealing with people that you see on the TV or on the radio, you're like, I just want to make sure that I'm not failing on my end.
Yeah, that's another aspect of the job of booking, is there's so much pressure, because if it just doesn't go good, it's all your fault. But sometimes if it goes great, you don't get the credit you deserve. Look, it's like, hey, I'm the one that signed the contract. You be thanking me.
Right.
It's it can be a thankless job too. Being behind the scenes and stuff, but it is a good sense of it's rewarding in that you see this come together and you see it successfully, and even if you're not, this isn't a multi-billion-dollar business, but you get the satisfaction, and it's very gratifying when you see something you put together come together and go off. It's just really makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, when you start off the year and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do for that year and start creating those seeds and watching them grow throughout the year during the planning stages, the planning and the execution. I mean, it is rewarding, and I try and remind people that this is all this stuff is. So first off, we're volunteers. We're not getting paid for this. So everything that I'm doing is to hopefully make the festival a success and bring attention and bring something positive to our town. I mean, Amory's a small town on the map in the United States, and if we can, paint it in a good light and bring people to us to see what we have to offer. I mean,
absolutely.
It makes it worth it.
That's another thing. Like, I don't travel as much as I used to with the band, but we used to do a lot of touring. I'm using quote fingers because we did weekend tours. But when I would say where we're from, the people that recognized it would recognize it because of the Railroad Festival. Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh, that's where they do that festival, the Railroad Festival." I'm like, "Yep." But otherwise, I would just say Tupelo because they would look at me blank when I said Amory. Yeah. But the ones that did, like I said, the ones that did recognize Amory is because of the festival. So it's cool to be a part of that.
And I can't believe that you've gotten blank stares when you said you were from Amory. I mean,
Armory. Did you say you're from Armory?
Armory, yeah.
Do y'all have restaurants and stuff?
Yeah.
Yep, we've got paved roads and we got running water. It's crazy.
People in Tupelo look at us like we're crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
Well, man, I don't want to hold you up anymore. I'm glad you stopped by and we get to talk. We got a meeting next week.
Yeah, we've got a meeting sometime this week. We
haven't firmed that up yet.
I haven't firmed up that date, but yes.
Oh, cool.
We'll have one.
Well, do you have any else thing you want to plug before you go?
Well, I just appreciate you having me on here. And
absolutely.
Like I said, we've been set up here at the Tupelo Con with Deadbolt Escape Rooms and the Deadbolt Mystery Society, and those things are just going really well for us over the last few years, and we've got some very exciting things in store if they come to fruition, and both of those things you can find us at deadboltescaperooms.com and the Deadbolt Mystery Society.com, and fingers crossed that those things happen, because those could be some real game changers for us. Thanks for having me on here.
Absolutely, man. We'll tag you and everything in it whenever it comes out. Like I said, this will be. I always split up into at least 2 episodes because there's so much at the con, and we'll do like day 1, and then this will be a part of day 2. Maybe we did. Did we do 3 on Tupelo Horror Con? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, well, I'll tag you in it when it comes out and stuff.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And I'll see you this week sometime when we figure that out.
All right, we are here with Brother John.
Greetings, programs. We're back for round 2. Is this 34? Hell, I don't know. I talk to you guys quite a bit, man.
Yeah, just about every time you come down.
Yeah, man. Am I the one guy that will talk to you guys? Is that what you're trying to say? Like nobody else wanted to say hello?
No.
Oh, okay.
We like talking to you.
Oh, okay. Right. Hey, I'm Brother John. I'm people who knows people.
How's everything been going?
It's going good, man. How about you guys? You guys still staying on it? Yeah?
Staying busy. Trying to.
Like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
I wish we were that busy.
Yeah, I wish I was not that busy.
So what have you got going on now?
I got a audio book I'm recording right now. I've got a pilot for a cartoon. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going around.
What kind of what audio book?
Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
really?
With Jumpmaster Press. Yes.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So everybody go out and buy that audio book so I can get my 3 cents worth.
I would definitely get it. I love audio books.
Yeah. No, it's good company. Very cool. Very cool. I'm very excited for people to hear that. I've never gotten to do any voice acting stuff, so it's a first.
Yeah. How did you come about that? Did it offer to you?
Yeah. Gene Rowley and Kyle Hanna are both authors, and they have put together a really cool little company, and they're going to hook us up. And they said, hey, you should read Frankenstein. And reading really old English is very, very difficult, I found. There's no F words in it, no GDs, but no, we're going to get through it. It's going to be good. Should be out sometime before the fall.
All right, nice.
I was late to the party. What was the name of it?
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
You hoping this is going to open up more audiobooks?
Yes. Yes. That's why I can use my soothing voice. For all the ladies, the Barry White voice.
I base all my audiobooks based on the narrator that reads it. Like something like
Yes.
that.
Right.
I got my favorite readers of the audiobooks, like R.C. Bray, he does The Martian and stuff like
Right.
that. He's amazing and stuff. So I base a lot of my books that I listen to on audio on the.
So you're saying you don't have any excuse to not buy one?
Right.
Right. Yeah, just,
You had a good deep voice, so I'm
Yeah.
surprised you haven't done a lot more voice acting stuff. And audio.
you know, man, as much as I do this stuff, I've had it come up a lot of times, but nobody wants to pay you for it.
Yeah, I can imagine. But it's easy work too, isn't it?
It is easy work. I'd be a great voice actor. I want to be Hank Hill.
Another thing is,
tell
That'd be
y'all
awesome.
Well, I tell you.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, wait. It's, well, I tell y'all what, you need to listen to the Real Pop Culture podcast. It's better than
awesome.
propane and propane regulators.
Damn it, Bobby.
but you
Damn
know,
it,
even though you're from the southeast too, you don't
Right.
have like a drawl. You don't have a.
I don't,
An accent.
man. I'm actually from the north. I'm a Yankee, but I've just been living here long enough, and it's where I keep all my stuff. So, you know,
That's what counts.
yeah, that's it. Like, I moved a lot when I was a kid, and I've been in Birmingham for 27 years, and I'm not going anywhere anymore. I'm tired of this stuff.
Once you get used to the humidity.
I know the difference
you
between
get
the
that.
town of two Denny's, man. It's like, let's not go to that one. Let's go to the other side of town to the good one, you know? Everybody's laughing because we all have that wife at home or girlfriend that's like, I don't want to go there. I want the good ice. Let's go to this Wendy's. It's 10 miles further. It's friggin' ice. Yeah, so is it cold? Yeah. Then it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I went good ice. Do you guys know good ice? Is that like a thing that comes out? The little
Yes.
pellety ice, I
I've
guess?
heard it.
Yes, I've
Looks
heard
like
it.
little rabbit poop size ice. Yeah, I don't get it either.
You've been doing a lot of traveling,
Oh, yeah. I'm tired of it.
a lot of travel for work.
Yes, yeah. Lots of cons and lots of, hey, look at that. You had Bill Moseley on there. That's cool.
Yeah, during the HorrorCon,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
I think that's the first time I met you guys.
That
too.
was.
Michael Berryman was at that
Yeah.
one, too. He was a gentleman and a scholar, if you will.
He was
One of the
very-
nicest guys I've ever met. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You about Michael?
Yeah,
Or-
Berryman.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was so bummed out he didn't have a Next Generation picture for sale. I was like, come on, man, where's the Star Trek? Yeah. And he was like, do you think people would buy it? I'm like, hell yes, we would. Are you kidding me? The guy, hey, the hills didn't have eyes all day long, man. But like, that was cool. Star Trek season 1.
I just remembered something. When we met you at HorrorCon, the air conditioner wasn't working well,
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
hot. And we decided we were going to start a punk band called Swamp Ass from HorrorCon.
Right. I had a great band name, but nobody will ever join it with me. My punk rock band name was going to be Buster Hyman and the Penetrators.
Yeah, I think you
right.
said that on that episode.
Yeah, that's going to be the punk band right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you're all going to hell because you laughed at it.
Hey, that's what sends us to hell.
I've done far worse, believe me. Right.
So, have you got anything new in the works, movie-wise, that you can share with us?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Well,
No.
We see you about once a year, so let's just go through from last year to now the stuff that's out that you
Sure.
can tell us, obviously.
There was Jumanji at Christmas, the new Jumanji movie. I worked on that. DC.
What'd you do on that?
I was a school teacher again. I haven't even seen the movie, to be honest with
I've
you.
seen it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Do you dig it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Is
good.
good?
I don't remember a school teacher, but I will go back and
I don't even
rewatch
know
it
if I made
now.
the cut, to be honest with you. So we'll see.
How does
Godzilla
that
King of
work?
the Monsters came
How do you
out.
find out? You don't know till you see the movie?
Go to this movie theater, and when somebody screams, "Hey, look, there's John!" and you put your head down in shame and pretend like you didn't notice it.
Or has there been a time where you thought you were cut, but you just didn't?
Yeah, that happens too.
Somebody said, "Well, no, there you were, right there."
Right. No, that has
Because they
happened.
shoot everything out of sync, which you may not know where
Well,
in the movie
that's
you're going to show
That's
up.
it. And sometimes you do a movie or a TV. TV's not nearly as often, but with a movie like Godzilla, we shot that in like 2017. It didn't come out until last year, so you kind of put it out of your head for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, I remember that. That's awesome.
that's on my to-watch list right now.
Yeah, well, did you not see King of the Monsters?
Not yet.
No plot, no story. It's awesome.
I
Just
saw
giant kaiju big battle. That's all you want. You want.
That's all you need.
I saw it. I was actually afraid it was going to be too busy, but they pulled it off.
Do you not love what they did with Mothra, though? I mean,
Yeah.
is that like the coolest thing ever? You
Well,
take like a
well.
B or C list villain in Godzilla and make her like an A-lister? I mean,
Yeah.
that was awesome. Good stuff. Go watch it. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
Giant
I really
ass
enjoyed it.
robots and monsters sell me every time. Take my money.
Yep.
Take my money. I'm in. But yeah, let's see. We did an episode of DC Doom Patrol. That was pretty cool.
Was this
Now, have you
the new
been
season?
back?
Season 1. I think it was episode 10. I haven't seen it again, though. I haven't seen it yet. I bought the DVDs at Walmart the other day, though.
I've got them. I just haven't.
You know, it looks like they give you a free copy of everything you've been in.
You would think, but no, they don't.
That's the least they could do. At least the DVD, not the Blu-ray.
You're right.
But the DVD.
Something like a pirate copy, like a screener, something. No, it's fine. Again, but you do a lot of stuff and you forget about it until somebody like messages me on Facebook and like, hey, were you in like Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I'm like, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Did you see me in that? They're like, yeah, it was awesome. I'm like, hell yeah. Rock and roll.
Thank you.
I'll have to go check it out. I used to hear stories about Harrison Ford and some of these guys like, I never watch my own movies, And I was like, how can you say that? You were in Star Wars, for God's sake. And then,
Yeah.
And then
How
you were
did you
in
not
a
watch
movie.
Star Wars?
Yeah, and then you do like a Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and you were there for a while, and you kind of know what's up. And you were on the set, so it's like, yeah, you don't really watch them anymore. I haven't watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I think, in probably 2 years.
We watched it the other night.
It's a great movie. I'm like, wow, there's a new episode of Picard on, though. I could watch my shit.
What do you think about that? It's really good.
I am a diehard Trekkie, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, all of your audience, it's better than Mandalorian. I said it.
Wow.
Boom. There you go.
It's a bold statement, I know.
They're both
Mandalorian
so
was
good, it's
killer,
hard
man.
to say for me, but it's
Mandalorian
really good.
was the shit.
It's
Don't
really
get me wrong.
good.
That show was awesome, and season 2 is going to be good. But Picard is smoking them.
I've watched up to episode 6 so far.
So
and
you
I'm
haven't-
just blown away.
So you got to where 7 turned up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, for all the people listening to this, I won't spoil it anymore. Well, everybody I think knows that 7 and 9 turns up in the trailers, and
Yeah, that was on the commercial.
yeah.
There's
So
a-
that's not. But boy, when she gets there, it's the shit.
Ooh, yes,
oh,
it
dude.
was.
Yeah, it was really good.
And she's still smoking hot.
That's
Oh,
the
man,
last
yeah,
episode I
she's-
saw. I'm 2 behind now. Because that was episode 5, wasn't it, when she
I
showed
think
up?
5 or
She
6.
showed
Yeah.
up in 5, and then it got really good in 6.
The Fenris Rangers. So yeah, and then the last week's episode was like a mind blower. That was all. I can't wait for this week's episode because that looked really dope. They always give you that little trailer, right?
Yeah, right at the end.
Right at the end. Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit, they're not doing that, are they? You know? That's awesome. Yeah.
What
Star
role
Trek in
did-
the house all day.
What role have you played that you most hope you get to revisit?
Stranger Things. That would be cool.
Nice.
I hope they bring back the Another Man character, that guy from season 2. I survived. I know that. But we'll see what happens. That'd be cool.
The Guardians of the
Looks like-
Galaxy thing is really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is really
It's
cool.
a big
but I could-
universe. They may need some more
Tall
some more
freaks
that.
of nature, sure. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just it. They've got a head cast of me, so maybe they'll use me and
Well,
make
did
me a
you
different
not
alien.
get killed?
I got killed multiple times in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I mean, it was like
Something
generic
up.
alien deaths. You know what I mean? It's just, there was a couple of them I didn't even film those. I was just like, hey, look at that. They're falling to my death again.
They CGI'd you.
I CGI died. Ain't that a bitch? Like I couldn't even.
That was a whole new level for what do you call the game? Find Brother John.
Where's Brother John?
Yeah,
it's like
where's-
Waldo, but
that
more
takes
me.
it takes it to another level when there's yous that aren't you.
Yeah, right. And it's even better when I can play the game. Like, hey, I didn't even know that one.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Guys, I'm like the Sean Bean of Birmingham, Alabama. This is great. Somebody needs to title Sean Bean and be the guy who killed the most on screen. I'll take it. There's a steady paycheck involved, right?
At least it keeps your name in the headlines.
So, yeah, it's the Winston Zedmore theory. If there's a steady paycheck involved, I'll believe in anything you like.
Are you still able to get work like kind of? Well, I say at home. Atlanta is almost at home because it's southeast. But
Right.
Are you having to travel a lot?
A little. Surprising, a lot of stuff's coming to Alabama now.
Really?
The workload is spilling over out of Atlanta. They can't handle it all anymore.
Yeah.
So these projects are starting to try and trickle over to my side of the woods, which is great because
Yeah.
I love not getting up at 2 a.m. and driving into Atlanta to be there by 5. It's
or
great.
jumping on an airport.
Right.
Have you had to go out to Hollywood?
No, I still have never been there.
Do you
One of
want
these
to, or are
days.
you glad?
No, a little of both.
A little both, yeah.
I'm not a huge crowds guy. I mean, I can deal with like a little Comic-Con or something, but yeah, it's especially with all the like terror diseases going around now. I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I think one of the guests from here had to cancel because
Yeah,
of the
that's
coronavirus
what they told
thing.
me. Yeah, and I don't blame him. If I was older, and yeah, it's certainly attacking the elderly and the younger people. So
Yeah, they just announced, I think today, you were telling me,
case
the
in
first
Memphis.
case in Memphis.
yes, oh
That's
wow,
it's
okay,
getting
so-
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting closer all the time.
I just know all the Walmarts have no hand sanitizer or bleach.
Well, I seen they were getting in fights for toilet paper in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't they just buy a bidet?
I couldn't have been in like Dances with Wolves. If they would have found me, it would have been like wipes with leaves or something. Wipes with a pine cone.
Oh,
There'd be no wolf dancing for me.
as far as your acting bucket list,
Right.
I'm sure you've gotten to do some huge check marks.
Sure.
What's a couple of them that are really like you're chasing after that you want to check off?
My giant frame and my receding hairline are begging to be a Klingon, I think.
Oh, that'd be
I think
awesome.
that would be really cool because I'm like 6'8", so yeah, I think. And if
You may not have the skin tone for it, but they can fix that.
Yeah, movie magic. Yes, I'm all soul where it counts. Yeah, but Klingon would be dope. I think I should be the tall man in a Phantasm remake.
Oh, sweet.
A younger prequel version.
How about the Slender Man? He's like really tall.
Slender Man? Well, it's been done. I think he's played
Yeah.
out already. Nobody's dying for Slender Man anymore. So I think
That
that's
ship's kind of sailed.
right. But yeah, being killed in a Jason Voorhees movie, that would be pretty dope.
Right.
Don't care what it is. I just want to be like the overweight, fat guy eating a banana on the side of the road die. Didn't even do shit. Didn't have any drugs or
just
sex or
died.
anything. I was just eating a banana, minding my own business, and I get a spear through the back of the head. That would be pretty. I would be content with that. Or yeah, that'd be cool. I did Marvel. I did DC now officially. DC Doom Patrol. It was small, but it counts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A horror villain, yeah, Klingons. If I could be like a couch on the Millennium Falcon, I'd be down for that. All the
you got
fanboy bases are getting covered.
If you got like a really good offer for a role that you just didn't want to turn down, and you had to either A, gain a whole bunch of weight for it, or B, lose a whole bunch of weight for it, which one would you rather do?
I'd rather lose a whole bunch of weight.
You'd rather lose a whole bunch?
Yeah, it ain't hard for me, man. I can usually fluctuate 20 pounds either direction. So
Have you had to put on or lose weight for a role yet?
Not really. I had to stay kind of skinny for Guardians too, but again, that's more of they have a wardrobe set for you for the next couple of months. So it's you want to.
Well, yeah,
stay
they
able.
casted probably a portion of your body.
No,
and
they
then
didn't do that. They just did put my neck up, but because that was the only part that was offensive on screen. They wanted to make sure they covered that. James was very specific. James Gunn wanted to make sure nobody knows it's that hideous fucking chud of a human being. Right. No, but yeah, I think it'd be easy.
It's a classic horror.
I actually just didn't even try to lose weight on Guardians. I just lost a lot of weight because I was eating smoothies and stuff every day. It just you couldn't eat when they put the teeth in. It was just you're done.
Oh yeah, I could imagine. I didn't. Think
I tried
about
it on the
that.
first day of shooting, and I had rice going down into my chin for the rest of the day, and you can just feel it moving around. And you can't do anything about it. And
Where were you when y'all shot that?
Atlanta.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's all Fayetteville, Georgia.
What time of year was it? Hot?
No, it was February when we started, so I was
okay.
actually comfortable because it was freezing cold outside,
Yeah.
and we're in layers of latex, so it worked.
Could you
out.
imagine doing that in August?
I'd still do it in August. That movie was so much fun, man. You could have told me to jump off the side of the soundstage and I would head first into the parking lot, and I would have been like, "Hell yeah, let's try it."
So was there days where you had to go through the makeup and they necessarily they didn't even need you like you did or then there's some days?
Well, there's always that hurry up and wait thing. You'll hear that a lot of actors say that. It's hurry up and wait. You had to be ready to go at 6 a.m. and you may not even do anything until noon. You just kind of hang out in the holding area or play cards or smoke a lot of cigarettes out back or just play frisbee, something.
Yeah,
But,
I'm in a rock band, and the reason that we're all borderline alcoholics is because of the hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait.
It's I need
you're
you
going
here
on
at
in 5 minutes, man, and then 3 hours later, we're gonna need you ready to go.
Or no, we
though.
need you to load in at 5 p.m. and you're playing at 11.
Right.
Or what am I going to do for 5 hours? Well,
Become
you
a
can drink all you
wino.
want.
What? Be a wino.
Yeah. That's exactly why we drink so much. We're bored.
Well, guys, I am gonna hit the highway.
Yeah,
so.
you got not too long of a trip, but you definitely have a
trip.
Still trying to get home before the sun goes down. I'm not great at driving at night anymore, so.
Yeah,
But the
I'm
time
serious.
change, it gives you an extra hour.
It sucks getting old. That definitely is not fun. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be old anymore.
I want to quit too.
Deal with this nonsense.
Well, we definitely appreciate you stopping by. Do you have
Yes.
anything you want to plug for you leave other than the audiobook?
Yes, for my hair, I would love plugs.
Plug your hair.
But don't take the hair off the crack of my ass, because that's probably not safe. No, that's cool. Guys, real pop culture podcast. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's
Absolutely,
always fun
man.
hanging out with
It's
you guys.
always good to catch up with you.
Yeah, but hopefully I'll have something good to talk about next time.
Well, you're like the only regular that we're used to.
Is that really? Yeah. Well, I guess
that's here this time.
I am kind of flattered because I was like, could I really go to Tupelo a third time?
Oh yeah, you
And
seem
I still
to
do
be
great
busy,
every
though.
time,
Yeah.
man. People always. Hey.
Like there's a certain circle of people you get used to seeing,
Sure.
and like you're like the only one this year because like John and Lynn they were off somewhere else, and Yeah, like you were like the only one that we're familiar with. It's kind of a regular when we come to Tupelo Con.
That's cool.
But yeah, I hope you do it next year too.
All right. Hey, let them know. Come out and see us, Tupelo Con 2021.
Absolutely. Well,
See
be
you guys.
safe. Have a good one.
Be safe, guys.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.